see the new? What do you think about the new Ork trucks? Those things are. I
Yeah,
thought
they
were
look
awesome.
great.
Yeah. I like
you know,
those
they're a
ones.
little more like dragster kind of looking things
Yeah.
rather than a truck looking thing. And I'd probably build mine without the big skull, but I'm getting one because I have 2 trucks right now. Might
Yeah.
as well get a 3rd truck.
Right.
Yo, this ain't gonna be enough dice because orcs are gonna be rolling like a motherfucker. So I'm gonna bust out. I think maybe these little ones for once.
Mm.
Hello, the G-Man. Some
What's
random
up?
hobo brother.
Hard KV.
Brother on PC. Raz. Shady Riv. Hard KV. Becky is here. Thank y'all. Uh-oh, my thing's not working.
Mm.
Here, type something, chat. Oh, did I break it?
Crooking.
Damn it.
Win.
Hate it when that happens.
Win soul.
Hello, something. Yeah, it's broken.
Yeah, it's broken.
I wonder why that happens sometimes.
It does it all the time. I don't know why.
Is this... Wait, is this guy?
No.
Wait, then which one is chat? Oh. Why is chat? Wait, what? Hold on. There's no reason... God damn it. There's no reason why that shouldn't be working. Joe, Season 4 is 3 weeks away for Battlefield 6. Naval combat is on this way. God, I cannot wait. You get me hyped, bro. Shut up. Shut up. I'm going to pretend that nothing good's coming. But thank you for reminding me, though, because actually, I was like, man, there's not a whole lot of good video games coming, like, this month. I want this Twitch chat to work. Why did this randomly stop? Intermission? Oh, that's a different one, huh?
Mm.
Twitch chat. Subscribers chat. Okay, so that's the background. No. Properties. Refresh.
Yeah, I think
shut
that's what
down
it
source.
No. My friends and I play Street Fighter board game all the time. Oh wow, it's very cool.
Hey, what? Oh, it's
Any
working.
other board games? There you go.
Sup, all
On
is
the
well
horizon.
for everybody today. Chip Boy, I wonder what jump started it. Chip Ahoy. RC Metal Gear Pod, what's up? It's very cool. The rulebook is done well. Any more board games? Maybe in a couple years. Alex and I have a ton of ideas. Evening, y'all. Dice has me high, but probably anticipated for... Okay, so check this out. Let me real quick see if I got this right. Because I got some new scenes here. Oh, check. What the fuck? Hello?
What?
No Ren. No Ren is here. What's up? No Ren is Eternal. I'm just going to call you Eternal. You remember? Okay, so we got these. I'm putting on a separate thing.
Cool.
That's fine. Here's the PC screen so you can see what my view is. So you can see that. But if we do, I did all that so I can go back. Nope, it reset. Fuck. Okay, I think
It's that the properties. That one. Use
it's shut
refresh.
down
No,
or
that's the
refresh.
refresh. You have to keep that clicked, I think, because that's when you clicked it. That's when it came on.
I don't know. Shady Riv, nice big scene, nice scenes, big dog. What's up, boy? Joe, your next board game should be an extraction theme, bro. That's actually a really good idea. Red Dragon.
Get to the end. Yeah.
You know they have an Apex Legends board game. I saw it at the store
Oh, really?
just yesterday.
Mm.
I was thinking about getting it. I fucking love watching your videos every day. Thank you so much, man. This guy, he dropped a ton of subs and helped out.
Oh, well.
Okay, so that works. So it's working now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me back out and see if it'll still work. So we'll go, hey, Jay.
XCOM board game. Well, there's
Yeah.
XCOM miniature game coming out too.
Is this blurry, Jay? It's just my vision's always blurry,
No.
so I can't see.
That's fine.
We're good.
Yeah.
And then Jay's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, and then we go back to the subs and it restarted.
No, it's
No,
good.
so
It's
it
good.
restarts
It's
every
good.
time. No, it's
No,
not.
it just came on.
It
Look.
needed stop, Jay. What I'm trying to do is keep it on the screen so it should fill up to the top.
Oh, the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Okay, now it should. I am the producer. You are. Crook. Image fine. Jan Bathis is here. Brother on PC says, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Affleck. Okay, so if I go to this scene, take my sip of my Topo Chico Lime, I always say that this is a Dos Equis, non-alcoholic Dos Equis, because this is what it tastes like. Okay, and then I go back to the subs. There it goes. Everything's working fine now. Crook, thank you for hanging out. Okay, Chip Ahoy, what's up? All right, so previously, chat, we already did our deployment, so we won't have to bore you with that. Here I got this. This is kind of our new discussion camera, so we can talk. I got this fancy thing right here so that we can actually do our lists together. So watch this, chat. So here is my phone here, and this is my list. So they've got a new thing called the War Journal. And on the War Journal, we can keep track of all our games. This is new for 11th edition.
Yeah.
I really like it. The only bad part is you have to pay for it. Or you have to have a codex, which unlocks the rules for your army. And then I think you have to pay for the app if you want to run more than one army list.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
no, I think you can have 3 in there.
3?
Yeah.
I think it's 1 because Joe
Oh, really?
was only able to make 1 on Necrons. You can see here I played Joe.
Yeah.
48 to 32. I beat Joe. Of course, that's not
Okay.
fair. Joe hasn't played in forever. No Res Eternal. See what I say? See what I
Wow.
said? That man is generosity. Thank you for the 10 gifted subaroonies testing out my systems.
Yes, that sword. Yes, grab it. No, do not jump. No, I don't want the fucking knife. I want the fucking sword. Cliff, turn around.
And let me actually see if that shows up. Yep, see, look, chat's going well.
Yep.
See the hype. You're welcome, Joe. Thank you. And now I can see you on the screen. I can actually see you're typing to me. I like this setup. Okay, going back to what I was saying. So here's how we're going to do it, Jay. Press on the fucking plus button, your battle details, my name, Angry Joe. Your opponent's name, Jay. And today's date, yeah. And you can link it to an actual official event. Choose your army from the Battle Forge. I'm bringing my Stampa list. Now, connect with your opponent. Instantly connect with your opponent to seamlessly share lists and access your opponent's rules. So, generate code. What's your code?
UH
Hold on. UH
9 TPG.
9 TPG. Whoops. And then
FC. Was that FC?
you see me?
What?
No. It's only one of us
Only
needs
one?
to do it.
Okay.
Are you not seeing me?
No.
I don't know.
Oh,
Already
there it
linked.
is. There it is.
Okay. Now, choose mission. So now you can see gets the Stampa list, and yours is Ghetto Boys. What?
Instead
Ghetto
of Golden Boys, it's Ghetto Boys.
Ghetto Boys. And then I can actually go into your list and see you got a Blades Champion, 2 Telemon Heavy Dreadnoughts, 1 Custodes, some Terminators, and motherfucking bajillion tanks and Dreadnoughts. Damn it, Jay. I wish I didn't buy so many Dreadnoughts so that you would use them against me. And then you can click on it, and then you can see all of the stats and the abilities. So that's how you look at each other's lists. But we choose mission. So choose your force disposition. Jay actually has his choice between priority assets and take and hold. So you can actually choose either one of those, Jay.
Yeah. No,
Which one are you choosing?
Taking hold.
I'll go purge the foe because it's my only choice.
Where's that at though?
You gotta go. It's at the bottom. You see the button says choose mission.
Oh, mine's blocked by that stupid. Okay, there you go. Take and hold. Mission.
Wait, so did you do take and hold?
Yeah,
Do take and hold.
I did.
Well, why isn't it telling us? Okay, I guess we have to do this randomly. It doesn't do it for you. So take and hold. So you go to your what? There's no matrix? We have to do the matrix manually?
It says
So
random mission.
What mission is right? What mission is take and hold versus purge?
Oh, never mind. You got to click both of them.
What do you mean?
So click take and hold and click purge the phone.
Oh.
Then it'll give it to you.
Oh, continue. There you go. Got it. Okay, so it does do it.
Yeah, it gives you your mission, then your opponent's mission.
I like that. Okay, so my mission is unstoppable force. Your mission is immovable object, which you certainly are, Custodes. Okay, I'm gonna get my ass kicked because I'm using a Mimi list. All right, so there's the missions, and let's go ahead and create the battlefield. This one has some recommended deployments. Did you do this, Jay? You did. The first one, layout A.
Yeah.
So we pick layout A.
Yep.
Do we want to twist? No, we don't want to twist. We do attacker defender. The defender is my opponent.
Yep.
And secondary missions, we're going to use tactical and start the battle. All right. Battle has started. Angry Mexican has been a mod for 3 years. Yeah, boy. Celebration station.
We're doing tactical and tactical. Let's start battle.
Okay, so we've already deployed for you. Now we can go to round 1. Round 1. Gain 1 command point, and Jay gains 1 command point. And yeah, we'll keep this up because this is how we score. When 1 or more enemy units were destroyed this turn is my mission. So I got to destroy something this turn. That's not happening.
Yeah.
You have to control 1 or more central objectives. So you got to move out and get that. That is possible.
Yeah.
Okay, who is there? Let me go back to chat here.
Grab the sword.
No Rez, what's up, bro? Thank you so much again. 10 more. I love 40K, he says. Thank you, bro. Me too. MMRR Marsooth. Hey, Joe, I just want to say big fan. Screw the weirdos on Twitter who keep hating. Oh, for the Supergirl? Yeah. Love your content ever since the old 360 days. Have a great time with Warhammer. We are. Thank you for coming and visiting. A lot of the alt-right grifters are on your ass on Twitter. Holy shit. Yeah, I saw that. Che Bandito. Thank you for hanging out with us. All right. Back to the game. Okay, so we've got everything all set up. And as you can see, I'm bringing my big boy Stompa right here. Nobody ever takes these because they have been 800 points in the game. Nobody ever brings these. Even got a grot carrying a bomb right back here. 800 points are too expensive. They never hit the tabletop. This edition, they lowered the cost to 600 points. It's still overpriced. It's still way too many points. For this one unit, I can get 18 helicopters and still have 180 points left over for like tank busters. So, yeah. But it'll make the game shorter. So let's check out the Stomper on the battlefield. Let's do it. All right, but first we got to go with first turn. We got to figure out who's going first.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll. I don't know who wants what.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I want you to go first.
I think since we're both close combat kind of armies, we want each other to go first so that we can jump on each other kind of thing. You've got some, no, you got a lot of shooting. So, yeah, well, we'll see. Let me see if there's anything else I can set up for better camera. Yeah, let me show you our deployment before we roll, because I've got a new camera set up. I got this bad boy. So, handheld wireless HDMI. Preparing webcam, putting it into webcam mode, and then testing. Oh, searching. Okay. Hey, so this is what we see when we're talking to you, because we got that big TV over there. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. So, after deployment, this is what it looks like. I've got a unit of Gretchen over here, kind of screening the back line. I've got 2 trucks with the 2 mechs set up in the middle of the board. And then I've got 1 unit of Gretchen spread out as wide as possible so I can, again, screen the back line so his deep strike can't get behind me. And you can spread your units out in a 9-inch bubble in this game. And Jay has a very simple army. He's just got tons and tons of tanks and dreadnoughts. If I feel like I'm going against like Chaos Knights or something, I should have brought some Imperial Knights. We've got 1, 2, 3 dreadnoughts on my right flank. We've got 2 of the shooter tanks in the middle of the board, and then we've got 2 of the Telemons. These are bad boys and a lot of guns and some close combat on the left flank. Plus, Jay still has his. Are they over there?
No, I put them over here.
They're on the ground over there. And 2 units in deep strike. Meanwhile, I've got my helicopters, Defcopters in deep strike, as well as the Stomper. Now, this is the big thing. Do I bring the Stomper out like on turn 1? Because every time I've seen somebody do that at a tournament or a battle report, they just get shot off the board turn 1 because he's so big and tall. Another thing I can do is I can wait until turn 2 and then strategic reserve him on, and then he start firing. So I don't know. We'll make that decision, and then we'll start the game. But let's actually see who goes first. Okay, let's test out the new cam. Works pretty good. 69% battery. I think I am going to try to turn it off every time.
So you're going to leave it off or bring it on?
Yeah, I need to figure that out. First, let me see how far can it shoot. That'll give me some idea of whether I want it on turn 1 or 2. Or how far can you shoot? Like if I was on here.
I could shoot across the board.
Okay, yeah, then see, I'll probably keep it off. Because then you'll just shoot it off turn 1. Yeah, I'm going to keep it off the board on turn 1, but I do want to know the range of, like, one of its weapons. 36, 100 range. That's 2 boards put together. And Def Cannon, 72, so he can shoot through the whole board as well. Okay. Yeah, we're going to keep them off.
Yeah, we're definitely going to play 5th edition AOS when it comes out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Be, looking forward to that.
We're excited. And, in fact, I mean, at some point, we're going to play 4th edition AOS.
Yeah.
Because me and Jay bought armies.
Yeah.
But we haven't even played the game
We
yet.
haven't really played.
So I've got, let's see. I've got Aido. I've got, what do I got? Soul Blight Grave Lords.
Yep.
And Bone Reapers. Osaria or Osark
yeah.
Bone Reapers.
Yeah. Yeah, the vampire one.
That's the Soul Blight Grave Lords.
Okay.
And then I have
Night Haunt. You got Night Haunt.
I got Night Haunt.
Yeah.
I also have the
The trees.
Lumineth Realm Lords. And then one more. I'm building one more, the Ideneth Deepkin, but I'm still waiting for a reasonably priced.
And then you got the Orks, right?
Painted. Yeah, I got the not enough for an army,
Yeah.
but yeah, a few of them.
Yeah.
We are nerdy as hell, guys. Welcome. All right, let's figure out first turn. Who's going first? Go. 1, 3. You go first.
Come on. What does my stuff move at?
Huh? I like that emote from Joe. Let me see if that works on the main screen. Oh, it's not big on the main screen.
It's a small one, yeah.
I like that when it's big. Beers Joe drinking. I'm drinking non-alcoholic Dos Equis. It's a lime Topo Chico.
Okay, so primary mission, got it. Secondary. So I'll draw my 2 secondaries.
Oh, yeah, yeah. See, this is all really cool because we
Draw
can do this
random.
on the app. So, opponent, draw. I press the draw button. Jay tells me which ones he drew.
Okay, so
You have to do draw random twice, and then that'll
Okay.
give you your 2 cards.
all right, so that gave me.
I wonder if it'll update on its own.
Okay, so of course
What'd you get?
gives me assassination and outflank.
Okay, assassination and outflank. Confirm those 2 missions. Boom. So Jay has to destroy a character this turn. No. Or go on the opposite edge. No. So he's not going to complete those secondary missions on this turn. But in future turn, in 11th edition, he can actually keep these.
Yeah.
In 10th edition, he'd have to cycle them out, get rid of them. That was all annoying and shit. So. And according to the app, the score is 10-10 because we both have painted armies.
Yeah.
So let me give us 10 points each. Boom. Score is 10-10. Let's do it. It looks like
All right.
the formatting of a double digit is a little off. That's a bummer.
Man, my dreadnoughts are freaking slow as hell. They only move 6.
Yeah.
What's the Teleman move? He moves a whopping 8. My
Let's
grav tanks-
go! What's up,
They move
Doge? Thank you for
to-
dropping by.
All right.
All right.
So
Movement phase.
Movement. Yep.
Now, Jay, if we can do the thing where you measure and then put your dice
Yeah.
there so that we can do a nice, clean little...
Nation. There's that. I move 6. I move 8.
Warhammer's a 5 out of 10. Nope. I'd say the Warhammer 11th edition is a 8 out of 10. and that the Warhammer lore, 40K lore, is in first ever 11 out of 10. Angry Joe 11 out of 10. Happy Wargaming! Steppy! Thank you!
Whoa! Oh my God!
Witcher 3 was a 10. I've never given more than a 10. I tried to save the 11 for something really special, and it'd have to be the 40K lore.
All right. So I'm gonna have my Telemans move up into the objective right here.
Well, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how I want to do this. Okay. Go ahead.
So these guys move at a whopping 8,
Oh.
but all my dreadnoughts get a +2 to their movement because of the detachment rule.
Okay, so go ahead right now.
All right, so these guys are moving up.
Telemans moving into cover.
So, all right, that's fine. All right, so there's that. Now my Contemptors are going to move up. So they're all going to be behind this.
They're kind of slow.
These move at an 8
Okay.
because of their bonus, their 2-inch bonus. And then these guys are going to stay where they're at.
Okay, interesting. So, no movement, no real shots.
No shots.
We'll go to turn 1 Orks.
Well,
We'll
actually-
go.
If I swap them around.
We'll go 1. Well, we got the hidden rule in
Yeah,
11th
that's right.
edition.
That's
So
12 inches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First turn, no shooting. It was pretty much just the boys, the Custodes, marching up the field. And now it's Orcs turn 1.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and give 1 CP to me and 1 CP to you. And I actually have to do that in my own app over here as well.
Let's see.
So I'm keeping track.
I think I get 3 points.
Oh, I forgot my Ludas. Or no, I do that right now. Let's see if the Gretchen, who are on an objective, can get me 1 extra CP on a 4+. I got it. Whee!
Oh, that's
Little
central.
Gretchen, give me 1 CP.
Central.
They're looting. These guys over here.
No, I don't
You guys
get.
give me 1 CP.
I don't get any because it's only for central.
Central objective,
Yeah.
so you can farm CP
For the-
too.
From the first. Yeah.
That's wild.
First one.
Okay. Yeah, bro. I don't. Fuck. I don't know what to do. I don't really have a good shot. I guess what I can do is let's drive 12 inches. And they can drive through this terrain now. On the app, does it? I wonder if it shows the terrain on the app. Yeah, it will. Okay, yeah, so they can actually drive through, because those are all, here's what I'm looking at. You see on the blue side here, God, I have the best setup. These are all yellow, and so you could drive through it. The only thing you can't drive through are the green stuff. So we could drive through the yellow right there. So let's go ahead and do so. Go up 12 inches. We can go right here so that you can't shoot me. And we can go right here so that you can't shoot me. And then we'll take these orcs and bring them up as well. These mechs. Let's get these Gretchen up into the objective and start. Okay, I'm going to do all these on camera again. Forgot. Okay, orc turn 1. I'm going to move these trucks through the yellow terrain here. Up here. So that you can't see me. Same thing with this. And we got the orcs going up. The mechs supporting it. Hiding behind the center objective. And then let's go ahead and bring up all of our Gretchen into the objective so that they can start looting it. Nobody can come out. Actually, okay, we're going to move the Gretchen up into this objective, but we're going to keep our trucks back. So I need to continue to screen the backfield. Okay. Is that going to be it? Yeah. Jay, if you'll give me a moment to go through some of these, because I have no idea what my shit does. All right. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. So for my turn here, I just basically moved up the Gretchen. So for my turn here, I basically just moved up the Gretchen, and that is all. Moved the Gretchen up, kept everybody out from screening. Maybe you might be able to get back. No, if this is only 2 inches, we're going to go ahead. Let's do that 9-inch bubble just so that we can make sure that our back line still cannot be grabbed. All Gretchen within 9 inches of each other. And the rule actually is the 9 inches can be like this. You could just have your base barely touching it.
Yeah.
So that's how, because screening is a little worse in this edition. It's a little harder to do, but I'm glad it is because people used to fucking take these units and string them out like from there all the way over here like that. I just thought that looked so stupid, and I didn't like that. They're like gaming the system. Now it just has to be this 9-inch bubble, essentially. Okay, that's it. Let's go and to turn 2.
You didn't score anything?
Let me double check on that. And I'm going to give you 1 CP and me 1 CP. Remember, I gained a CP, so I'm at 4 because of the Gretchen.
Yep.
And you are at 3. So, oh, I forgot to draw my cards, Jay, so that might help. To confirm, I have engage on all fronts and overwhelming force. So if I have a presence on 3/4 of the battlefield, I can score points. So, and then for each enemy unit that started the turn within range of an objective and is destroyed. So I have a choice. Is it wholly within? Wholly within. Wholly within. Yeah, no, I can't get that. Okay.
All right, so I draw my 2 new ones, which is display of might
Yeah,
and
so
forward positions.
round 2.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I think I did the CP wrong.
No, right.
Right.
You're right. You're
Why
right.
does it say I have 10 CP? Oh, that's 10 VP.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have.
All right. So now, or actually, I gained it in the wrong round on this fucking app, Jay. So I'm gonna delete 1 there and delete 1 there. But then when we go into round 2, I add 1 there and add 1 there. Okay. And then you draw cards.
Yeah. So again, I have display of might, and I don't like that you can't open them up from here.
You can. Oh, from here.
From
you can.
Yeah.
You click the arrow.
There is no arrow. No, right here. From here. So on the round.
You can. You have to click the little box. It's a little box with
the
a
plus sign.
Yeah.
But
So
that's
what
if you
is it?
score it though, right?
So what did you
okay.
get?
Okay, I got you. So I got display of might, which is
And what else?
And
You gotta
forward
tell me
position.
because I'm entering. I have to enter it manually in the app. If we're connected to each other, it should just populate
Right.
on its own.
Right.
That would be
Yeah.
helpful.
Why connect if you're not gonna
Why
freaking
are we connected?
Yeah.
You control your opponent's home objective and or each expansion objective.
So that one.
So basically,
That one
this
and
is
that
an
one.
expansion objective, and that's an expansion objective. This is a home. That's a home. This is the central.
Yep. So I can do that. And then what's display of might? More friendly.
Wholly within no man's land.
I can do that right now.
No, you don't have. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
But that's going to be at the end of your turn.
Yeah. All right. So. All right. I will go ahead and start my movement. Let's start off with bringing some dudes in. Bring the Terminators in. Under deep striking. And
Good afternoon, Dave the Canadian. How you be?
Canada is playing right now against
Oh, yeah?
South Africa.
World Cup. Who's winning?
I think it's 0-0 last time I
Canadian,
checked.
you should know.
All right. So these guys are going in. And and then we'll put the these guys right here. So the intention is these guys are in this, and these guys are in this one. As far as the 2 objectives.
Okay, let me do a turn summary real quick for turn 1.
Then I'm gonna move those guys.
Okay, turn 1 summary. Basically, the Ork, the Gretchen, Zodgrod, and his Gretchen moved up into the expansion objective, while Jay's Contemptor Dreadnoughts, I think they're called,
Yes.
moved behind that terrain. Those tanks stayed put, laying down fire support. Telemon head Dreadnoughts moved up into that terrain. Meanwhile, my Orks stayed put. They're just looting and getting me extra CP, and the trucks filled with the shooter boys are just hanging back. We haven't yet dropped our Stomper or any of our helicopters, but we're going into turn 2 and seeing how things work out. Okay, Jay has dropped his Custodes and Alaris Terminators.
Yep.
Down on the center objective with Deep Strike. He was able to do that because none of my enemies even approached the center. And I know they need the center. I think the center is important for them.
Yeah, for me it is. Yeah.
Okay, so that was at the end of Jay's movement.
No, it's not.
Not
it's
the
not
end of your movement.
No.
Okay, we're going to do more movement.
It's just part of the movement. Yeah. So 8 will be up there. All right. Let's see how far we can go. So he moves 8. He's going to be right there. These guys are going to go behind him.
Dreadnoughts are moving up.
What's my charge like?
4.
4.
Yeah.
So I don't need to advance them. These guys are good. I think those guys are good.
Okay.
Actually, let me move these guys. Move these 10. Let me move him 10. He's going to move right here. He's going to move right here.
All right.
And then, let me see. Do I move these guys? Just push them up a little bit just so they can have some. Don't have to chase after stuff. No, I think I'm good right here because I can go out here. I can go out here. Yeah. I'm good. That's all my movement.
Excellent.
All right, let's do some shooting. Kill these dreadnoughts. so I've got these two dreadnoughts are the same right here.
Yeah.
So I'll just combine their rolls.
Fuck.
What'd you do?
I accidentally deleted a camera. I deleted this camera. Fuck. I need to get this camera back. What did I do with it? AJ Dice Army List hand cam. That's what it was. Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
So what were you doing?
All right. So these two are the same.
The two front ones.
Yeah. I'm gonna combine those rolls because everything's going into that group right there.
You're shooting?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I've got anything that will buff my shooters. Or actually, at the end of your movement phase, these conniving runts are gonna pull a trick on you, Jay.
Okay.
For 1 CP, they're gonna take off running. Conniving runs, using after your opponent's movement phase, just after the end, a normal, advance, or fallback. Within 9 inches, roll a d6 on a 4+. That enemy takes d3 plus 1 mortal wounds. Then your unit can take a move. So the Gretchen are, I don't know, throwing bombs at you. No. Can you reroll this? I don't know. I don't think you can reroll this. So we're not going to reroll that.
All right.
Instead, we'll just do the normal move. And it says you can make a normal move. Yeah, damn. I missed out on the mortal wounds. But go back 6 inches. And we're all going to jump behind cover where you can't see us and you can't shoot us. Run away! Run away! Here come the Goldie boys. Let's get the fuck out of here!
Well, if I would have known that, I probably would have advanced. But you got me. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's one of the shitty gotchas. Conniving runts, they can move after that.
Cool. That's all my shooting then.
Okay.
What's so my charge is gonna be what 10?
Yeah, because it was 4 inches away and then we just backed up 6 inches.
I'm gonna try a charge then.
All right, Jay, give it a shot.
So I've got 1 at 10 and probably 2 at 12 or 11.
Well, so as long as the 10 guy gets in, then the engagement range is 3 inches for everybody else. So if you just need to grab one of them in.
They're 3 different units.
Oh, they're 3 different units.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
I thought they were in a squad.
No,
that would have been wild.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
So 10 and then 12s.
Yeah. So
10.
they each get +1 to their die roll for charges.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there's a 5.
Ooh, that's looking good.
1 gets in.
Whoa, the first one is in.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next one, I need a 11.
What, Jay? Jay is great. Which one do you want in?
Yeah, put him in. He's more of a close combat one. Yeah.
Well, we need to announce who it is before, because
All right,
I'm giving you the close combat.
I mean,
one.
they're both good at close combat. I mean,
Sure.
they're all. Yeah. And then the last one, no, he doesn't. He goes 8.
I can't believe your rolls. That was wild. All right, 2 dreadnoughts have made it in, and yeah. So now we go to the killing Gretchen phase.
All right. All right. So this is my. This one is the. It's the Achilles. He's the one with the spear. He has Dreadfoe. So each time this model is selected to fight, you can select one of the enemy's engagement range and roll a d6 on a result of 2. If this model is made a charge and moves, adding 2 to the result of the charge. Oh, so I can add 3 inches to the charge.
No way.
Yeah.
If you spend a CP or something?
No, that's these guys is special.
Okay.
Special ability.
Damn, Jay, an 11, a 12, and then an 8. Good rolling.
On a 4, 5, or 6, they get D3 mortal wounds. On a 6 up, they just take 3 mortal wounds for the charge. No, they don't take any. All right, he's got his spear. What's fucking lance? Add 1 to the wound roll. It's gonna be 2s and 2s, so 5 shots, 2s and 2s. Everything. And 4. Just pick up 4.
Okay.
And I forgot that I'm supposed to do sustained hits on these 2, but it's all right. I'll do it on the next one. So he's done.
I think, hold on, I got 5 up involves.
For those guys?
Yeah.
For your Gretchens?
Yeah, I think when the, well, I'll double check it.
Invuln?
But 2 blocked. Let me double check. What's this guy's name? Zodgrod. Oh no, my bad. It's add 6 to the move characteristic of this unit, so you may not have actually been able to charge me. God, man, you have to fucking remember everything. But
Yeah.
no, you're fine. You charged me. I didn't use it, and that would have made your charges impossible. Oh well. You only got 4 kills, right?
Yeah, on that one.
And the invuln would be on the WAAAAGH, which I forgot to declare a WAAAGH. When do you declare the... Oh, by the way, they're changing that in the new codex so that it's not confusing like this. It's just on the start of when you go, you can say WAAAGH.
Mm-hmm.
But orcs right now have to remember to say it at the beginning of the
Turn, right?
turn
Yeah.
so that you could do like a defensive WAAAGH. I guess I'll do. I'm fine. I didn't declare it.
All right. All right, so next guy.
Yes, Chisholm. I want to make it about a report. So we're just going slowly and doing a little bit of a recording here.
So 8 from the other guy. 8 attacks.
8 attacks from the...
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was Feel No Pain 6s.
Feel
So
no- well,
there is
if it's-
Feel No Pain
if it's-
6s, but I missed 2. I got 2
But
5s.
if it's Feel No Pains, because his attacks do like D6 plus 2. So if it's Feel No Pains, I got to roll all the damage.
Okay, yeah, no.
So it'd be like
it
20,
would have
20
been.
points of damage.
It would have been involved.
But remember, they don't go to the next person. They only kill
Right.
that one. That's for each
Kill
attack.
one. That's why you rolled 4 separate attacks. You rolled 4 attacks and you killed 4 people.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled 5. I missed 1.
Missed 1, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So on this one, again, it's going to be 2s and 2s.
Yeah.
And these are sustained hits.
Okay.
So that gives me 1 more with the 6. And choose the wound. 1 goes away, so 8. Take off 8. Unless you want to do feel no pains.
5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm good. And I think the feel no pains is only for this hero.
Oh, okay.
Unless he gives that to the whole unit.
And yeah, they're done.
Okay. All right. Now the Gretchen hit back. So the Gretchen are hitting.
How many Gretchen is there? Is it 20?
Hilarious.
Is
There
there
was 20.
Yeah.
And you just killed 8 plus 4, so you killed
12.
what? 12. So there's 8 Gretchen left, 2 run herders, and the character.
Okay.
So let's look at the character. But basically, we just need to get the fuck out of here, which I think is one of his abilities to just like peace out. When do I do the fallback? No, that's on my turn. So this is just fighting back. Okay, so let's do the character first, since he probably has something that I can hurt you maybe. 5 dice for Zod. Kneel before Zod. It's actually Zodgrod, but that's close enough. He hits on 2s, strength 7 versus your toughness of higher
9. Yeah.
9. So 2s and 5s. Let's see if there's any kind of buffing that I can do with CP. No. Okay, 2s and 5s. 2s. There they are. 1 missed. And 5s. Only 1 5. 1 makes it through. Armor piercing 2. 2 damage.
Okay. Armor piercing 2. So my 2 up goes to 4 up. Invuln. That's a 3. It's only 1 damage because he has the shield, so it subtracts 1 damage.
Which one has the shield?
The one with the
that
shield.
has the shield.
So 1 damage.
So I'll just put 1.
Yeah.
1 damage on there. Okay, that was the character. Now we'll do the run herders. Run herders have run herder tools, 3 attacks each. So 6 attacks for 2 run herders. 3s and then 5s. 3s. Hey, the run herders are pissed. And then 5s. Just 1. Armor piercing, nada.
All right, 2 up. 2 up.
All right, and then 8 Gretchen. 8 Gretchen have little stabbers. 6, 7, 8. This is hitting on... Gretchen hit on 5s? Damn. 5s and then 6s.
Yeah.
5s and 6s.
Oh, wow.
What are the Gretchen? They're just crawling all up over you. 6s. Not a single one. Yeah, we weren't expecting that unit to do any damage. That unit is just to gum you up.
Yeah.
All right, that is the end of the... did you get any points? End of the turn for Custodes.
Yeah, I did.
Did you get any points?
All right.
There's a lot of missions to go through.
Yeah. So okay. So first, immovable object. Control 1 or more central objectives. Yep, got that. 3 points.
Okay, excluding your home. Second to 4th battle round.
Yes. For each objective you control, excluding your home.
Okay, so for each objective you control 3 objectives?
4.
How many?
There's 2 in the middle.
So 4 objectives. For each objective, excluding your home. Well, you already maxed that out. So that's at 15.
Yeah. Well, how come? And I'm just
Why
asking.
does it say 5. Is it 5 for each?
Yeah.
That's
But how
wild.
if I can only score 15, right?
Hold on, this is at the end of your command phase. My bad. Okay, so at the end of your command phase, see the timing on
Yeah.
these are so annoying. At the end of your command phase, you did control that
3.
one over there.
3.
No.
Oh, no, no.
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
That's
Yeah.
the only one that
Yeah.
you did. Then you charged with these guys.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
only got 5
Yeah.
for that one. But then you control 1 or more central.
Yeah.
That gives you 3. So
Right.
it's only 8.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, yeah. But back to my question is, why does the app let you, if you can only get 15 points, why does the app let you go more than 15? They should have
I
it
can't
like
delete
locked,
the
right?
15.
Did you confirm it? Is that why?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, so there's that.
All right, so you had 5 points for that, and then 3 points for that, so that's 8 points.
All right.
But look at what it's doing. It's still confirming 28 VP. There's some kind of bug because it. Oh no! What it does not. It says 0 right here. Why is it giving you? Look, confirm 80 VP. Look at what's
What
happening at
the
the
heck?
bottom.
99?
Oh,
yeah.
it's once.
Yeah, you just hit it
Okay,
once. Yeah.
I was,
yeah, yeah.
I thought it was per. All right, got it. So immovable object. What's
Okay.
next?
Now, display of might possibly. Yeah, I got more friendly. There are more
friendly units than enemy units wholly within no man's land. Yes, there are more friendly units wholly within no man. There, any battle round, there are more friendly than enemy. What? But that says it twice. Oh, at the end of your opponent's turn. So
Okay.
right now, at the end of your turn, you're getting it.
Yeah.
Then we have to come back and check at that. See, I don't like that.
That's yeah.
All
that's-
right,
okay, so
next.
confirm those two. Forward positions.
You
No.
control your opponent's
Oh,
home objective.
expansion.
No.
Or
Or each expansion.
expansion
and or
objectives.
each expansion. Yeah. So 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, well, these two. Well, how much? Well, yeah, I'm not. I don't have enough Gretchen on there.
Yeah.
All right. What about outflank?
I do not think I'm within 6
No.
of the table H.
No.
No?
No.
Sure.
Yes.
8. So 8.
You're at 11 right now.
Okay.
All right. That's a pretty good scoring turn. You got 8 plus 5 plus 2. I mean, that's
Yeah.
damn nice. So you got 24, my friend.
25.
Woo! Or whatever it is.
Yeah. 25-10.
25-10. Okay.
All right.
Oh, I forgot this app is not connected to my thing. I have to go on manually.
Oh yeah, to that one.
20. What is it?
25. Yeah.
25-10. Okay. The beginning of my round, gain 1 CP.
Yeah.
You gain 1 CP. I roll to see if my Gretchen over here give me a CP. They do not.
Yep.
And I wonder if this Gretchen, because they're touching. Let me check the objective and see if I can even roll a 4. I did. Gretchen. Start a movement roll for each objective mark you control. I don't control it, so
Yeah,
I
okay.
won't get it. Okay. Moving on. Let's go ahead and do some movement.
So we're both at 4 command points. Is that right?
Yeah. And you can check that in the war journal. You can look at the static number of command points. It's right over here. So I've got 4 right
yeah,
there.
but I haven't been keeping track of yours. I didn't keep track of yours for last turn. I'm gonna do it now.
Oh, I have 5 now. And you have, I have 5, you have 4
Oh, because you got one from the
from the Gretchen.
yeah.
All right. So, see all that procedure and bookkeeping stuff? Like, I wish it would
is
go a
all-
little faster.
Yeah.
In other games, it's kind of faster. Now, obviously, we can make that go a little faster with experience. But, yeah. All right. We've got to try to, you know, kill those guys. So, let us try to kill those guys. First things first, we'll fall back because, well, actually, if these are monsters or vehicles, what do they count as? Walkers? Monsters?
Let me see.
Because I think I can still shoot them while they're in close combat.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So vehicle, walker,
Vehicle walkers. So I can still shoot them.
dreadnought. Yeah, vehicle.
We wanna freeze them so they're good where they're at. So let's go ahead and we're gonna drive our vehicles up over here. We're gonna tow in. We're gonna drive our vehicles here, tow in. We're gonna probably deep strike our helicopters down here. Oop. Yeah, we'll just tow in the helicopters and get these out in the open. Alright, this is driving right here. This one can drive right here. And here. Here. All right. Advancing roll for Joker. Advancing roll for Batman. Joker goes 4. Batman goes 3. That'll allow them to support those trucks on a +1. Question. When you bring in something from reserve, that's not deep striking. It comes in on my table edge.
Right.
Which means I can bring the Stomper from table edge. All right. Let me film all this.
Cool.
Okay, we got a big fight going on over here with the dreadnoughts. So, orc movement, I have already pre-measured all my trucks, driving my trucks over here and here, and bringing up my 2 mechs to support them right there. And then remember the people in the trucks, just so that we have an idea of who's up in here. I'll get these models. We got the looters. I guess the looters can go here. And then the tank busters. So we got looters and tank busters from the trucks driving up here with the mechs supporting them. And then let's go ahead and bring in the Stomper. Holy shit. The thing is crazy. Look at these guns. Look at these guns and look at the little grot. That is so crazy. I love it. I love it. Okay. And
I thought, yeah, you might want to look at that. I thought that you didn't have to be 8 away from if it's just coming in reserves, or is that just in general? That's a good question.
oh, is there a restriction of having to stay 8 inches away from
Yeah.
somebody? Well, it is my table edge,
Yeah, that's
and
what
I'm bringing it in from reserve, so I actually don't know.
I
I would need some kind of TO ruling on that.
let me see. Applies to all reserves. There's one guy.
Even if they're coming in on table edge. Series X, goddamn. Yeah, I knew that. It's fucking insane, man. That's fine. This guy has towering. He can come in anywhere and ignore the cover, so we don't have to bring him in so close. In fact, it might be better not to bring him in so close. Did you find the rule or no?
I'm looking for it.
Let's see what else I can do.
Strategic reserves, number 20. Arriving from strategic reserves. Units embarks and transport, blah, blah, blah. Repositioning. Yep, set up your unit wholly within setup distance, which is 6 inches from the table edge, of one or more of your battlefield edges, and more than 8 inches horizontally from enemy units. So that applies too.
Oh, well. That changes things. So I can only go out 8 inches? That's what you're saying? Or 6 inches?
Yeah,
And then being 8 inches away?
right.
All right. Well, before we do that, okay, so we got a ruling on that, and I can't come in there, so let me do some movements elsewhere first, and then I'll figure out this movement. We're gonna move the Gretchen out. And let's see. Let's get an advance roll. 2 inches. Basically up behind here. Gonna, I believe, deep strike my helicopters in. Inches away. Um, let's go ahead and I think we're gonna tow in here so that we can shoot these guys. Okay. Instead, the Stomper's actually gonna come in here from reserves, stomping in, towing into this objective so that we can fire then down on all those troops in the center objective. And then we have deep struck all of our helicopters about 9-10 inches or 9 inches away from this, or 8 inches is what it is these days. I forgot about that, so we'll have to move a little, like 1 inch closer or whatever, but it's still a 9-inch charge. Okay. So, but because I didn't call the WAAAAGH, we'll just have to wait on that. Yeah, one of my dice went under him. Let me, since I didn't call a WAAAAGH, I'm gonna disembark guys and these guys over here. They're gonna go over here, but not touching the objective. So they're behind it, so they can't be shot. And the breaker boys, they might stay in. Are they gonna stay in? What would be the negatives? disembark. Disembark counts as a move. Yeah, okay, so while he's just towing into the objective, they're going to disembark, and they are going to be on the objective. Okay, so the Stompa comes in from reserves right here, tows into the terrain so that it can fire all of its guns outward. It dumps out the Breaker Boys in front of it. It dumps out Gazgul Thraka back here with his knobs so that he can't be shot at, and thus getting a bunch of shots in the middle and over there on that dreadnought if necessary. The Stompa is on the board, boys. Let's go. All right, sorry for such a long movement phase, but now... Oh, and I need to fall back with these Gretchen. So that's 6 inches.
I think I can do something about them falling back. Actually, so if they fall back, they have to do a morale test, right? A break test, right?
I don't know. Let's look up the fallback rules because
yeah,
we haven't fall. We never fall back.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need to fall back because you said I could shoot you in close combat.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to fall back, actually. Yeah, there's not really a reason to fall back because there's no negative to me. And the purpose of these guys was to gum them up. Now, if they had a stratagem that allows them to, like, fall back and shoot or fall back and charge, I guess that would be fine, but... Okay. Or is it negative for shooting into combat? I think there's a negative for shooting into combat.
Yeah, I think it's just one to the die roll.
All right, we're falling back. Can't have one to the die roll.
For orcs. Fallback mode. Ordered retreat. If your unit is not battle shock, then you can select this mode.
Okay. And what does the mode allow us to do?
Otherwise, okay, so desperate. Doesn't really say. It just
I think it's just falling back. See if you have a stratagem or something that can prevent this. Here, I'll use the 11th edition rule book here, Jay.
Okay.
While you look for a stratagem. Falling back. Fallback move. Your unit is engaged. Before moving, select a mode: desperate escape or ordered retreat. If you're not battle shocked, you could just do an ordered retreat.
Right.
If you are battle shocked, then that's when you die with hazard rolls. Well, I'm not battle shocked, so I'll just do the desperate escape. Each model is moved. It can be moved through enemy models. After moving, I'm not eligible to shoot, declare a charge, or to start an action. If your unit is not battle... Oh, that's a desperate escape. No. So, we're good. We just did an ordered retreat. It's not that big of a deal, or not a negative. Now, if you're...
You just can't shoot or charge.
Can't shoot, can't charge, can't advance.
Yeah.
Can't even do an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, well, I've got a lot of orc shooting to do, so let's get her started. So both of these Telemon dreadnoughts are the same?
No, they're two
No,
different
this
ones.
one, yeah, because this one has a shield.
Right.
That one's probably going to be harder to take down. I'll start putting into the shots into this guy first. Okay, so we're going to go with the tank busters.
And it's because you have the firing deck, is that right?
Yeah, firing deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Tank busters do
What's their strength on those?
9 on these weapons.
Strength 9, so it'd be fours. So what? So it'd be like 5s and 4s, right?
No.
What?
It'd be 4s and something.
Because these are 9s. So
Yeah.
fours.
But I'm getting +1 to my ballistic skill because of the mechs.
Okay,
So there's 5 tank busters, and do you have any D3 dice over there?
yeah, I
You
got
have 1? Give me 1.
Yeah.
There's 5 tank busters. Okay, this is for the number of rocket shots. No 3s. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 rocket shots.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Before you do that, how many wounds do they do?
3 damage apiece.
And what's their AP?
-2, so you'll be rolling 4s.
I'm gonna do a stratagem card called Hardened Resolve, so that beefs up my my toughness. Oh no, never mind. That's for fucking Terminators. Damn it. I'll do the Flawless Construction, which basically takes one off the wound roll. The unit at the end of phase, if your characteristic is greater toughness unit. Oh, but your strength is 9, right?
9.
Yeah, so that's not gonna do anything to it. It has to be. You have to be more than me. So never mind.
Okay.
Nothing
Rockets
to help me.
Rockets are coming at you. 4s, and then what was your toughness? 9, 4s, and 4s.
Yeah, 4s and 4s.
Okay, here we go. These 4 miss. These 4 hit. And now 4s. Oh, no. Huh. Do I want to take a CP reroll on one of these? I missed with all. I only got one. Yeah. I got a lot of things to shoot. So CP reroll. We're gonna probably have to save for the big boy.
Okay.
So yeah, just one.
Looking
At
for a
armor
4.
piercing 2, you're looking for a 4.
4.
Oops, wrong sound. This is gonna be bad, cause like, if none of the tank busters can hit, well, that was it. That's the only like anti-tank kind of. Wow. Just orc shooting, man. Okay, the tank busters over here took a shot at the Telemon Dreadnought and did absolutely no damage. They only got 1 wound through, and Jay plinked it. That's bad.
And that's actually that is the
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I got to redo the whole thing. I remember I did a bunch of characters. I have a ton of rerolls because you're on an objective. All right. Restarting. Let's go with this. Yeah. Let me show you the characters that I have and all the rerolls that they give.
not while they're in trucks.
What do you mean?
That's what Justice said. They don't get the rerolls while they're in trucks.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. They would obviously hop out. Everybody's hopping out. Hop out, everybody. And then we're gonna do this roll again.
Yeah, they don't.
And
get-
we're running out of room here because there's actually not 2 inches. So we're going to need to kind of do something different. Like if, say, for example, if we toe in. So you're telling me that characters can't use... No. The unit themselves have special abilities that I wasn't using. Plus, the characters have special abilities that I wasn't using. But the unit itself can use its own abilities even while it's in a firing deck, as far as my understanding goes. You're just saying that the characters can add their thing into the unit, which I don't see why.
So when
Same
inside
there.
a
When
truck,
inside the truck, it counts as the truck firing, not the unit. So the
Don't think
unit
so.
doesn't have the ability. So basically, they're gonna have to jump out of the truck. Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem. We can make that work.
Cool.
All right. Well, in order to make this work, we're going to have to drive the trucks a little bit shorter, and then bring all the models out on the board. Rules upon rules upon rules. Okay. Let's try this again. Now the orcs have the looters have full rerolls because you're on objective. The tank busters have rerolls of 1 from the big mech. This guy reroll hit rolls of 1 and can reroll advance rolls. And then this guy, what does he give? He gives reroll hits of 1, and then the unit itself is reroll when enemies are on an objective. Okay. So we're going to fire all of the looters at that one, at the one dreadnought with no shield. Each def gun has rapid fire 1, but we're going to use a CP for the Daka Daka. Oh, it's got dead, and this guy here has dead shiny shooters, The units' ranged attacks have rapid fire 1. If they already have rapid fire 1, add +1 to that value. So now all the def guns have rapid fire 2. The def guns have a normal 2 attacks plus rapid fire 2. So each def gun has 4 attacks. There are 8 def guns. 8 times 4 is what? 8 times 4. And then there's 2 spanas. And the spanas will have... what do the spanners carry? The spanners carry big shooters. So their rapid fires will go up as well. So 32 dice. And I'm going to use these small ones because this is getting ridiculous. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 32. 32. And according to the app here, these are rerolls, hits of 1, but reroll the entire hit roll while you're on an objective. So that will be 4s to hit with full rerolls, and then the def guns are strength 8 versus your toughness of 9.
Yeah.
So 5s to wound.
Yeah.
All right. So the whole it's just going to have to be sheer firepower. Let's see if these guys add anything to the toughness. Let's see. Your shorting phase, when orcs infantry are selected to shoot. Okay. Your attacks that target a unit within 9 have +1 AP. Yeah. Let's give it +1 AP. These are normally -1 AP. We'll take it to -2 AP. Spending 1 AP for special shells. All right. 4s and 5s. With full rerolls, I don't think 6s or anything. Oh, maybe they are. Daka. In your shooting phase, if the WAAAAGH is active, then units' ranged attacks have sustain hits 1, but I don't have the WAAAAGH active. Fuck. Alright, just going with 4s. And I'm re-rolling all of these dice. So all of those hit. And these are looking for 4s. Got a bunch more 4s. Wow, that was a really good roll. We only missed with 5 total. We needed that because now it's about to get really tough. Hitting on 5s. Okay, hitting on 5s. I see a lot of 4s in here. Not quite as good of a roll. We lost quite a bit of combat power there. I wish that we had the WAAAAGH active. So 6, 7, 8. 8. Armor piercing 2.
Ew, that's horrible.
Oof. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 wounds. I think I got one.
I think so. I think it's only 10 wounds.
But the good thing here,
10,
Jay, is I
yeah,
forgot
10
to
ones.
split my fire. So the 2 big shooters, because that was 8 spanners, and there's 2 more guys in there. They don't fire.
Okay. One down.
1 down. The unit of big mech attached to the tank busters. Now with re-rolls of 1.
Didn't you already shoot those guys?
No, because I didn't shoot them with the character helping them out.
So you're doing a redo?
Yeah.
Okay. I had a redo over here, but I didn't take it. I just letting you know that.
Which redo?
The one where
You
I
could
was supposed
take,
to
let's just
sustain
play
hits.
where we can take redos and try to.
Now we're gonna do that.
Well, you could do it. You could have done it before. I didn't.
Well, I didn't. We already passed it, so
Okay,
I was just
cool.
carrying on.
Tank busters.
So you're gonna do yours?
Yes, I'm gonna do mine. Well, Jay, we don't play 40K very often,
I
man,
know,
and
I
I
know,
didn't
man,
know
I
that you
know.
can't use the abilities while you're in the truck, so that's why.
But you already rolled. That's the whole thing. I mean,
It's-
you went through. We went through the whole process. That's fine.
Jay,
Go ahead.
shouldn't play that way. Let's
Go
just
ahead,
play for
go
fun,
ahead,
buddy.
go ahead,
Let's
go
just
ahead.
play for fun.
That's why I'm
we
saying
do
go
it.
ahead.
Let's not
That's
be
why
too
I say-
competitive.
That's why I'm saying go ahead.
Okay. All right. You're just giving me shit for it, man. If you don't want me to do it, I won't do it.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the rocket launchers have re-rolls, or if you'd like, we can go back to.
Go ahead.
We can
go
look
ahead.
at
No,
the thing
just
to
Go
make
ahead.
it
Do
fair.
it. Just
for
do
you.
it. Just do it.
Okay. So it was 8. How about this? We won't unless you want me to re-roll my rockets.
Just
It's 8 rockets.
Do whatever, however you're gonna do it.
Okay, if we're just starting from scratch,
Yeah.
they jump out of the vehicle. They're firing their rockets. Let's see how many rocket
Right.
shots it was. Last time it was 8. This time it's 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 rocket shots.
Cool.
And we have
4s and 4s.
4s and 4s, re-rolling 1s. So this gets re-rolled. This gets taken out. And so 2, 4, 6 hits. And now we need 4s on the second roll.
Mm-hmm.
1, just like before. Hold on, there's 1 dice that fell out. I don't know what it is with my tank busters, but they can't do shit. So... Oh, my camera is all messed up on this one.
So 1 gets through.
Only, so basically the same result that I got last time.
Mhm.
See? No big deal.
All right.
2 AP, so, and you blocked it. Fucking tank busters, man. I don't know what
I
I
don't
have
like
to
it.
do with the tank busters.
Their rockets don't like.
All right, the leader that's leading, or there's a rocket pistol from the leader of the tank, the boss knob. 2 rocket pistols.
Mhm. What's the range
Why-
on this?
Huh?
What's the range on this?
24 inches.
Cool.
Needed 4s, got 3s, no rerolls because there's none in rolling 1s.
Yeah.
So the boss misses. But the character attached is a... And obviously we're shooting that last guy.
Yeah.
Is a big mech. And he's got... Custom Mega Blaster, 3 attacks,
Mhm.
hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Only 1 hit, and then wounding on 4s. So this is 1 hit at -2 armor piercing.
4, 5, safe.
That one is a D6 damage. It would have done 4 damage.
3 damage, but yeah.
Because of your shield.
Yeah.
So the tank busters do nothing. That sucks.
All right, next,
Next is the...
do the helicopters.
No, I haven't done the helicopters yet. We'll do the helicopters.
Cool.
Helicopters. Okay, copter rockets, D3, 1 D3 for each copter. There's
Cool.
6 copters there, so I need to re-roll one of these. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8,
11.
9, 10,
10,
and then I need
10.
to roll another dice.
10,
10, 11,
13.
12, 13 rockets.
Nice.
Come on. This has got to do what we want it to do. 10.
Now, what do these guys hit on?
These guys are hitting on 5s instead of 4s.
And their
But-
strength of the rockets?
Strength of the rockets is 9
okay.
versus your toughness of 9,
Right.
but they're twin linked. So
Cool.
we will be able to re-roll the second roll.
Right.
So 5s and 4s.
Yep.
Only 4 rockets make it through.
Nice.
Wow. I mean, imagine the combat power. Orcs just lose so much there. 4s.
1.
1 would have made it through if I didn't have twin linked. This is wild. So 3 rockets make it through. Unbelievable.
AP?
AP -2.
So 4s.
4s.
Saved 1.
So 2 rockets make it through for 3 damage apiece.
Okay.
That's 6 damage total. See, fuck, if those rockets can actually get through, they'll fuck you up. So you're at half health?
Yeah. Now he's better, though. Now he re-rolls everything.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hits and wounds.
Copter rockets. Okay. Moving on. The only other thing we have is the towed in. Well, we do have the 2 trucks, which I don't think they'll do jack shit as far as shooting goes. What kind of shooting do trucks have? Trucks have big shooters. Might as well take it. It's 5 shots, hitting on 5s, wounding on 5s. Strength 5 versus your toughness of 9. 5s and 5s, only 1 and 1. Armor piercing, nothing.
2 up. Save.
Only 1 5 and nothing there. There are 2 trucks, nothing. Okay. All right. Well, just the Stompa now. Now I need to declare all my targets. We get to see a Stompa shoot for the first time. The new reworked truck does look really good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weapons, 7 weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is there only 6 weapons listed? And there's 7. Oh, the close combat. Okay. All right. So, 6 weapons. Ending on a +1. That thing is almost down. This only has 1 damage. Let's try to figure out how we're gonna split this. Big shooters. We'll go Def Cannon. Def Cannon into this guy since he's got the shield. Oh, fuck. Def Cannon into the guy with the shield. And this is only 12 inches. That's not going to hit. Super Gatula. Yeah. Okay. So the def cannon and this. Oh my god, maybe I should split 3 ways. Get some infantry up in here. Sustain hits 1. The armor of these is 6.
What do you mean armor?
Toughness.
Toughness. Everybody 7s. Or 6s. Those are 6s.
6s, and the Terminators
Terminator
are 7s.
Yeah.
These didn't do enough damage that I needed. Now I'm nervous as fuck. All right, super rockets into this guy, def cannon into this guy, and the super gatla into the infantry.
Okay.
Okay, the first things first is the def cannon. The def cannon from this guy to this guy is going to be 3d6 shots with blast, but that's not going to help us.
Are you going to shoot at the Terminators or these guys?
These guys.
These guys are 12 away.
That's fine. I'm not using my flamer.
I thought they get hidden for being in the objective, right? That's a new thing. So you have to be within 12 to shoot them.
If they're wholly within.
Yeah.
Or if you shot first, and if somebody else gets line of sight. Okay. So then instead of that, the super gatla into the one that has more wounds.
Cool.
So the def cannon here, 3d6 worth of shots.
Okay.
Holy fuck, that thing better explode. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 def cannon shots. 6, 7, 8, 9. And these are hitting on 4, strength 14 versus your toughness of 9. It doesn't double it, so it's just 4s and 3s. Take these out. And is there any sustain on that? No, just blast. Now 3s. Oh my god. Give me CP reroll on that. There we go. So took my first CP reroll on the big boy. So 3 made it through at -3 armor piercing.
All right, so for ups. Save 2, 1 gets through.
Oh my god. Fucking invuln saves.
How many damage?
These are D6 damage each.
Okay.
Got to roll high. 5 damage.
All right, so 4 damage.
4 damage because of your shield.
Yeah.
So you already have 1, so you're going to 5 total. He's still alive.
Yep.
Put the super gatler on him, which is 20 shots.
Nice.
This is sustain hits 1, so we're looking for 6s. 4s, and then 7 to your higher.
Yep.
So
4s
and 5s. Sustain, we got 3 sustain, so we can put 3 dice with that. Take the rest of these out. 4s, and okay. Now we need 5s.
1. 2.
Guys, orc shooting, man. There's no point in bringing a motherfucking stomper.
What is it, AP?
Oh, hang on, buddy. This is weak as fuck. AP is -1.
So 3s. 1 gets through. How many damage?
It's 2 each.
Okay, so 1 damage. So he's at half.
Have health.
That means he rerolls everything.
Okay. I can get +1 damage, but that would be, what, 2 damage instead of 1? How much?
It's still going to reduce it by 1.
All right. We'll shoot at the other guy with the other gun that we got. So we'll start with the crappy big shooter.
What's the big shooter? I thought you just had the rocket, right? The big rocket?
No, there's 7 weapons on there. 1 weapon I can't use. So there's the big shooter, the def cannon, the scorcher, which you can't use, the super gatula, the super rockets, and the big shooter. So I'm shooting the big shooter and the super rockets at that guy.
Okay.
So the twin big shooter.
Wait, the big shooter, what's the strength on it?
5.
And the rockets, what's the strength on it?
The rockets 12.
Okay. I'm going to use stratagem of hardened resolve.
Okay, -1
Oh, no,
CP
not
to you.
hardened resolve. Flawless construction. Okay.
And what does that do for you?
So on the big shooter, it's
Yeah.
going to be 1. Instead of 3s, it's going to be 4s to.
Well, it's for all my weapons, right? It's not just one of my weapons, right?
It doesn't affect all your weapons. That's
It just affects what?
weapons that are over the strength of his toughness.
So that would be the super rockets.
Right.
Okay. So it affects the super rockets.
All right.
You're going to use 1 CP for that? For what?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's called flawless construction.
And I'm going to use 1 CP for bigger shells for bigger gets. On a walker, I get until the end of the phase +1 to wound. If I'm targeting a vehicle or monster, you can choose to push it. When you have the stratagem, if you do, you get +1 to your damage characteristic. And your attacks gain hazardous. Yeah, fuck it. +1 damage too. Another solid upgrade. Cool. All right, but we'll start with the twin big shooter first. That's 5 shots, hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s with twin link. Oh my! This is the worst. This is the worst day. I bring out my stomper and then I roll like this.
Cool.
Wow. All right, the twin big shoot is done. Now we go to the super rockets. Super rockets get 3 super rockets. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s.
5s or 4s. Wounding on 4s.
Oh my god.
1 gets through? Or 2? No, none. Right? You said 4s, right? Oh, that's cool. I'll take that.
The fucking
No redo.
Stompas can't. The Stompas can't put out any damage on the Golden Boys.
I just have to.
I'm rolling bad. Plus, you have a lot of nice invuln saves. This is why you don't. This is why nobody brings Stompas. Okay. I guess I've learned my lesson.
Next shooting. Or do you have any other shooting?
That's it.
That's it? Okay. Well, charges. You have any charges?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Oh, I guess I could get those copters in there. I don't
They
know
have-
how much. Yeah, they got.
They have
They got really. They actually have good
really?
close combat.
Okay.
Yeah, because they use their blades.
Mm.
Let me see if it's worth it. How many? He was down to half.
Yeah,
right?
he's at half.
So it might be worth it.
You have
Yeah,
to.
I'm gonna-
You would have to kill him. You have to kill him because he'll probably take out
All of them?
half, at least half.
Wow. Okay, let's go with Orks are bad at shooting for sure. 9-inch charge. Gonna
No.
re-roll CP. No, it's
No.
impossible.
No.
And I got a 4. Wow. What a fucking nothing turn.
Yeah, that hurt.
That hurt tremendously. All right.
Well, look at your
I literally
secondary. See if you scored anything.
Wow.
You did score something
That
because you
was-
killed one
That was
dreadnought.
quite a big whiff. At the end of your command phase, for each objective you control, excluding your home, if you control one or more objectives you do not control at the start of your turn. One or more enemy units were destroyed. Yes, I get 3 victory points on my unstoppable force main. Engage on all fronts. Presence, 3 table quarters. Yes, with the
Yeah.
helicopters. Oops. And then overwhelming force for each enemy unit that started within range of more objectives is destroyed. Yes. Confirm. So as far as
And then
points
I get
go-
my display of might at the end of your turn. I get was it 3 more?
There are more friendly units than enemy units wholly within no man's land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You've got 2. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
So that's 5 more VPs for you.
Yep.
Okay, that was a very long and hard turn 2, and I'm definitely going to need a turn summary for this one. So that was real bad, Jay. That ruined my day.
I think you're fine.
Nah, man, I'm boxed in and I got nothing. Come on, man. This is not turning on.
Better dead already?
No, this is what's concerning me. I mean, there's no way. Well, I'll carry 'em on. Okay, at the end of turn 2, the Orks have kind of been boxed into their deployment due to the pushing of the dreadnoughts. So I had the Gretchen fall back, then I had the 2 trucks drive up, dump all of the looters out so the characters could contribute their special abilities. Same thing with the tank busters and the big mech. So both of those units drove up, got out, fired everything at the dreadnought, and only managed to just barely kill the dreadnought with both units focusing on it. And then I brought on the big boy Stompa here. So the Stompa is on the field. The problem is, after, I don't know, a year or 2 of owning this model and never getting to use him, the second he comes on the field, I roll like shit. So I fired everything at the. I split my fire between this dreadnought, that dreadnought over there, and these soldiers. Well, actually, the soldiers were hidden because he's about 12 inches out. Or I think it's
He was
15.
over 12. He was over 12.
Actually, 12 inches is going to ground, so I guess I could have fired at them. And I don't know how to go to ground because I haven't looked it up. It's in the app.
Is it?
Yeah. But anyways,
Whatever.
we split fire between these two dreadnoughts after this one already exploded. And one Stompa was not able to kill either of them. In fact, I think we only did what? 5 damage actually to that one. That was the good weapon. And then we did 0 damage to that one. He actually took 6 wounds from the helicopters. The helicopters fired their rockets. And then the helicopters attempted to charge in to finish off this dreadnought. And I ended up failing on that too. So I basically one of the worst orc turns I've ever had. So I guess the Stompa is giving me bad luck. But he still looks fucking cool as shit. Let's go. So now it's time to have our ass whooped. All right, here we go.
All right, round 3.
Yep.
1 CP for me.
And then go ahead and 1 CP for me, 1 CP for
Draw
you.
2 cards.
And then draw 2 cards and tell me what you drew.
Random. So I've got confirm 2 missions. Cleanse.
Cleanse?
Yep.
Man.
And just fucking
Oh, Hippie Hunter. I didn't know it was more of a melee piece. Okay.
defend stronghold.
Defend Stronghold. Okay.
All right, movement. Movement.
Is it turn 3?
Yes.
I'm declaring. All right, while we still can, I am declaring war.
This guy's gonna move over here. Telling my objective. This guy will move up here. This guy will move.
I've got you at 5 CP and me at 4 CP.
Yeah. Outside of engagement range.
Okay.
Is he charged down? Man. Let's go 8. He'll go 8 right here. These guys move 5 or 6. I think they only move 5.
Okay, I'm gonna declare my squigs against you when you come over here.
Where are they gonna go?
They're just a token. It's like on a 5-up you get mortals. tank busters, abilities. Once per battle, if you select an enemy within 12 and visible, roll 1d6 for, is it for each bomb squig? Yeah, for each bomb squig. On a 3+, you suffer mortal. Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! So,
Poof, poof.
you... I don't think I can CP re-roll that.
No.
Bro, what the fuck, man? I am having the worst roll.
Dirty tricks.
Bro, I feel like, you know, this isn't indicative of the list. This is just bad. Bad.
These guys will move. Yeah, 3 right here and 2 right there. Telemon moves 10. Go right there.
Narrate everything. It helps me when I edit.
All right, so the Telemon has moved from here to here. It's the close combat one. The Custode Terminators have gone up, moved up right there.
What else is
This Telemon might just be sitting here locking down that objective. 2 grav tanks have moved up, repositioned to get some firing in. 2 Contemptors have moved up to make some easy charges.
Okay.
Is that 1 unit of Groks?
Groks?
Or, yeah, those.
Unit of what?
Well,
Yeah, 1 unit.
Are they all within 9
What do you mean within 9?
of each other? Looks like they're spread
Yeah.
out. They're conga line. Look like they're conga line.
That's 9 inches right there.
Is it?
And they can actually tip. They can actually even conga line a little further.
Yeah. I thought you didn't like conga line.
I don't like conga line. That's why it's limited
That's
to
why you do
9. What some people do is like 24 inches.
All right. Cool. I guess just shooting then, huh? I'm all done.
Oh, walk is at the beginning of the command phase, not at the battle round? Well, whatever. Well, whatever. I didn't know that. So the walk is going.
All right. So start over
Didn't like that for a
here.
year. My
with
bad.
Shooting the grav tank.
So then, what is the walk changing in 11th edition?
I think you're just getting the shooting thing buffed up, right?
But the timing of the walk is not changing, chat. Do you know?
it's
Well,
always
it doesn't matter.
command phase.
But
yeah.
yeah, go ahead. We're just trying to play the best we can.
All right. So twin last storm.
Hippie, thank you for the biddies. Orks are my team. I brought a suboptimal list because I just want to use this Stompa.
Where's the-
And Jay brought a pretty sweaty list. I mean, you got fucking 9 dreadnoughts and 17 vehicles.
what's the wrong one? All right, so this one is rapid fire 4 shots, 8 shots,
Mhm.
and
What are you firing?
the twin Icarus accelerator cannons.
You towed into the objective?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because I need to take that objective for one of my secondaries. All right, so 8 shots. I'm using the Marshall Kata for
Hello,
sustained
Lord
hits.
Silvers.
So-
Welcome to the stream.
And these are twin linked.
Welcome back.
So we're
sir.
looking for 2s. What's your tough on those copters?
Like 6, maybe
Tough 6.
7. Let me look.
All right. Either way, that'll be a 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2s and 3s. These are sustained. Ooh, that's nice.
6.
All right. So those hit sustained. It gives me 4 more. And we're looking for 3s now. 3s are twin. The second shot, the 2 wound is twin link. So we re-roll those 2. All right, so you've got 9 saves at -1.
9 saves at -1.
What are you looking for? 5s?
5.
Yeah. Nice.
3 blocks and 6 go through.
6 go through, so that's 3 damage each.
3 damage to each.
Yeah.
Let's see. So each helicopter has 4 wounds, so you're not. So you're gonna need 2 for each one
Yeah.
to take a helicopter. 3 helicopters are down.
So it's half of them. That's not bad. All right. The other weapon on there is the Laz. Where's it at? Twin Laz Storm Bolt Cannon. So 3 shots. Again, these are sustained 2s, and you said what's your tough?
6.
6. Okay, 2s and 4s. 1 sustained, so 3 get through. And 4s. 2 get through. -1 AP.
Neither one.
So just 2 damage.
Okay.
On one of them. Right, he has 4, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Clear your deck.
Yeah. Do I shoot these guys? No. Damn it. I don't want to waste it, but I have to. On these guys. Do I?
These are not the new Custodes, no.
No.
Older Custodes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, so basically the same thing. Is with, yeah, they're within 24. All right, so 8 shots, looking for 2s and 3s. No sustained on that one. And 3s. These are twin linked, thank God, because that was a horrible roll. All right, that's a little bit better. All right, so 6 saves, -1.
6 saves.
Yeah, -1.
Uh, 3 blocked. 3 go through.
All right, so one dead, 2 dead. Damn. Still leaves 1 left. All right. All right. That dreadnought over there, that is the Gladius dreadnought. He shoots with his blade. He's gonna do
Where? Shield.
the shield guy. He can't really. Well, he'll do. Yeah, he'll do his warblade. It's D6 torrent, ignores cover, so it's basically 3 shots at the Gretchen. 6 to your 2.
Bro, you didn't.
What? What?
Nah. I fucked everything up. It's hard to remember everything.
Uh-huh.
So you know the stratagem I used on the guy, like it lets me reroll. I have rerolls. So the whole thing where I literally rolled nothing, I would have rolled a little bit better. But it's too late now. It's too far back, and you know you just gotta check your stratagems.
Yeah.
You really have to study your army quite a bit before you go into a game, and really read your stratagems and kind of know your strategy before you actually go into the game. Know which stratagems help which units before you play. It's a lot to keep in your head.
Yeah.
So I could have had the Stompa do rerolls. It's called Daka 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 on the shooting phase for walkers. You reroll hits of 1. If I push it, then I just do full rerolls to hit.
Yeah.
And then that gives me hazardous. So all of my weapons could have done full rerolls. So
But you used a stratagem on the walker.
well, obviously I wouldn't have used
yeah.
1 CP. I would have got full rerolls for everything, Jay. But it just that's just wild. All right.
All right. So
4 hours wasted.
2s. Yeah. So 3 at armor saves at the Gretchen. 1 AP.
Okay. 3 armor saves. 1 blocked.
They have 6.
AP what?
They have a 5 or 6. The Gretchen.
No.
AP 1.
So 3 wounds.
Yeah.
3 Gretchen dead.
Yeah. All right, now the other dread, the other.
It's not wasted if you had fun. Yeah, but if you don't hit with any of your weapons on your 600-point unit that you haven't used in 2 years, then you don't have fun because it hurts.
So the
I should have just slowed down.
the spear is going to go at the tank busters.
Yeah.
It's just 1 shot, and then the incinerator is going to go at your Gretchen.
Yep.
So the incinerator first, D6.
And this is from what?
The other
Dreadnought?
Dreadnought. 2 go through. Looking for 2s. Both. So 2 more dead.
Okay.
Gretchen. All right, now I'm looking for the inverted. The accelerator is going at the tank busters. 1 shot. Looking for a 2-up.
That's from this guy?
Yeah, got it. Looking for a. What's their tough? 6, 5?
5.
5. Okay, so looking for 3. Got it. It's -2, 3 damage.
One rocket guy's dead.
Okay. And that's all his shooting. Terminators, they're shooting. There's Custodians. Delicious grid.
Another thing I'm forgetting is all the invuln saves from the WAAAAGH.
The WAAAGH, but the WAAAGH's not on until your command save. Your command. Command phase. Yeah.
Bum bum ba bum. Bum bum ba bum.
All right. All right, so these guys have grenade launchers and their spears. So that is 6 grenade launchers doing D6 each. And they're going after those guys, the blue guys. What's the blue guys?
Breaker boys.
All right.
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. It's going to be hard, but we'll see. So we've got, 15. That's 15. 15.
Confused. What?
20. This is how many shots there is. So 23. 23 grenades. And those breakers, how many is it? 5?
Yeah. 6.
6. Okay, so 24 because of blast. Oh, yeah, 24 because of blast. 10, 15, 20, 24.
How do I see your army?
I don't know.
Fucking 30
I don't know.
grenades? Like what are you talking about?
D6 each on the grenades.
Okay, it's not a stratagem?
No. It's one of their weapons.
Okay.
Yeah. And what's your, you say your tough's
Higher than yours,
Yeah.
you need 5s.
5s, right? Let's do lethal hits on these ones. All right, so I'm looking for 2s. These are all lethal. All right, that's cool. I could do that. There's 1. There's 2 ones.
Oh yeah, I hit B. Yeah, and the mechs can't do a whole vehicle group. That's a good point.
So, and then I need 5s on this one. All right, so that is
So when you're firing, you're gonna have to redo this attack. You're firing at guys that have cover. And so when you rolled all your 2s to shoot them, it's 3s. Was it 28 grenades or what it was?
yeah, 24 grenades.
You got 11 wounds. Let's see if you can equal that.
No, that's 11 saves for you.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm in cover, so we got to reroll.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. How many wounds do those guys have each?
The stream is quiet. Shouldn't be quiet, or we're being quiet.
Yeah.
The music should be loud. I don't know. 2, 1 or 2.
Well, it kind of makes a big deal if I use a stratagem or not.
Oh, Okay. Those
Alright,
guys.
24. All right.
2 wounds each.
Again, mortal wounds. Mortal wounds. Looking for 3s now. Of course.
Where do you look at your opponent's army? That's the whole point of this app. There it is.
All right. Looking for 5s. Big difference.
6.
Yep. At negative. Hold on. So -1.
5 save, 2 save, 4 go through. 4 wounds. Each boy is 2 wounds, 2 boys down.
Okay. All right. So their next weapon, they're spears. So 2 shots each. 2, 4, 6, 8. 12.
Big boys with a pain boy really helps their durability. Excellent. Thank
2,
you. I
4,
shall pair
6,
them with a
8.
pain boy in the future.
10, 12. All right.
Well, I never
Looking
meant
for-
for them. I didn't move them right. They shouldn't even be deployed outside of the Stompa right
Yeah.
now.
Looking for 3s.
They should be in the Stompa. It's just, you know.
There's 2 mortals.
Poor play.
And then looking for 5s again. Nope. So 2 saves, -1.
1 block, 1 miss.
1 dead.
One of them has
1 dead. 2
what?
damage.
2 damage.
All right, so those guys are done. All right, let's go with the Telemon Dread. Here we go. Telemon Twin Plasma Projectors, 2d3. Can I have one of those D3s?
Yep.
All right, he's got 2 of these. So 1 D3 each.
Yep.
These are going at
the Stompa's
those
a trap, man.
blue guys again.
Not really, because if I had gotten full rerolls, whoever said that, your name went up there. I think I could have killed all of his Contemptor Dreadnoughts, and the battle would be quite different. With full rerolls, yeah, the shooting is actually made good. So.
All right, so I'm looking for.
The Orks are in a hole. I don't know if they can dig themselves out.
6s, so 3s. These are twin linked. Ugh. So 3 saves at -2.
So what?
Those blue Orks again.
Okay, and you did the cover already?
Yeah.
You said -2?
It's torrent, so it's no. Yeah, -2. 6s, right?
6s, 2 6s, 2 go through. How much damage each?
1 damage each.
1 boy.
And oh shit. I didn't shoot his heavy bolters at that last helicopter. Let me do that.
No, you can't go back.
I'm not re-rolling something I didn't do or had already done.
I was already doing something illegal by firing with the
Whatever.
motherfuckers in the truck.
That's all right. Where are those fucking bolters at? Grab tank. 3 shots. Looking for 2s, and then looking for 4s. One save. -1.
Missed. Or
1 damage.
Went through. One
Yeah,
damage?
1 damage. That's it. Well, both of those dreadnoughts, I had full rerolls on both of them, and I didn't take them.
Really, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we've been fucking it up.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, it's hard to remember this
Oh,
shit.
but I want to go back now. I got to reroll.
Okay, then
all
let
of
me
that.
re-roll for my Stomper, bro.
That's the same
Let me
thing.
re-roll for my Stomper.
Oh my
You-
By the way, your second watch of Supergirl, did your opinion change at
No
all?
people walk in front of you during critical scenes. I got the video. I'm editing it right now. It might go up tonight or tomorrow, so you'll know soon.
All right, so charges.
Charges.
Auto charge.
Yeah,
over there.
but no, there's no auto charges in 11th edition anymore.
Yeah.
Give me a double 1 and you fail
I'm
on
gonna-
that one. Let's start here.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go over there.
What do you mean
Well-
you're gonna go over there?
Watch.
Okay, well just roll first.
Yeah, I'm good.
7. Where are you going?
Right there.
Right into the looters.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so this one, how many? What's that? 4 inches?
Yeah, like give me 4, give me 5. Don't roll a 1.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and then
Like a 3 or 2. Give me. Don't roll 1.
how far is he? It's like 9.
7, 8.
No, I'm talking about over here. They go around that way.
Oh, you're not gonna go around that. There's not enough room for the base.
Yeah, but if I get right here,
You're not.
it'll
fighting
be
that guy.
3 inches
You
from
have
him.
to hit the base to base, if you're charging gas. Gas? Are you
But
charging gas?
if I'm right here and he's within 2, he's in my.
Not through cover. There's just 2 terrain footprints. You're gonna have to get past the terrain footprint to get to gas.
Oh shit! Oh, thanks for reminding me. I forgot to do his rockets.
Okay.
I forgot he has rockets real quick. Hold
Okay.
on.
You are welcome.
All right, real quick.
Yes, sir. Let's
Launcher,
redo the whole game.
D6.
I agree.
plus
Let's
3.
redo the whole game.
5 hits.
5 hits.
Looking for 2s. Looking for 3s because you're in cover. All of them.
Yep.
5 to your 6? Those guys are 6s.
Who?
The blue guys. The
Blue guys? 6s, yeah.
They're 6s. So
They're
5.
5s. They're 5s.
They're 5s. So 3. So 4s. Yeah.
Because your weapon strength is what?
5.
On rockets?
Yep.
Okay.
So just straight up saves. 2 straight up saves.
Straight up saves. 1 failed, and the other failed.
So 1 damage each. So 1 guy
1
dies.
damage each. Hold on. I got 2. 1 guy dies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
And you only have one dude left?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not even worth charging him. I just charge the Stomper. With the Dread, or with the Terminators?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. 8. Yeah, they'll get in.
Yeah, you're in. Oh, I forgot the tank busters have the fucking squigs.
When did the Man, the squigs are not,
Bro,
not been doing good.
all I have to do is roll 3s for some mortal wounds. And so yeah, it's like, this is the worst game I've ever had. I think ever. Okay. I'm curious how well these what are they, Terminators do
Yeah.
against a Stompa. I'm excited about this.
I don't think they're gonna do well at all. I just need to hold you up. That's all.
Yeah, I just want to see it.
All right, let's see if the Telman can hit that 1 orc right there. Yeah, he's good.
What are you talking about? Oh,
Tell
you
me.
wanted the blue orc.
Yeah, the blue orc.
Okay. Let's do the fucking Terminators first, because I want to see how well
Yeah,
they do.
let's see what they do. I don't even know what they do. Custodes.
Jay just freaking ran down my throat, man.
All right, so they've got their spears, 5 attacks each. 1, 2, 3, that's fucking 30. Right. Damn, I'm missing 1 die. All right, I got to reroll 1 die. All right, so we're going for lethal hits.
Yep.
With their martial kata.
Reroll wounds against vehicles?
Yes.
Oh my
and
god.
And I reroll
So
wounds
that's the
against
perfect
vehicles.
unit versus my Stombo. Let's see.
So we need 2s to hit.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm rerolling 2. Okay. All right, so
Just pull out the. Oh, okay.
Those are mortals.
Sustains.
those mortal wounds.
Mortal.
Yeah.
No, those are lethals.
Lethal hits. I'm sorry. Lethal hits. There's the 1. There's 1. There's 1. So those ones didn't go through. I still have to roll 2 more dice.
Yep.
All right, those get through. All right, so now these. What's your tough? Right.
Tough is absolutely
16,
ridiculous.
right?
14,
14?
16. No, 14.
14. So it doubles me. So I need 6s.
You need 6s.
Yeah, to do anything to you.
You've already got
But I can
5
reroll.
wounds right there.
Yeah, I can reroll.
5 wounds plus.
Oh, there's some 6s.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
These are rerolled.
Right.
Because it's against a vehicle.
Wow. Bro, I'm more than down. I'm just like
There's
depressed.
Just 1. Just 1 more.
Yeah, 10 wounds.
No. Yeah, 10 wounds. -2.
-2. Let's see what the armor is here.
No, it's 10, 8, 10. Yeah, 10.
Okay, -2. So 4s to save on the Stompa. Here we go. We got 3 4s. 3 of those are saved. 6, 7. 7 go through.
So 14 damage.
almost half health. God damn. 14 damage. And 1. That's enough to pretty much destroy anything besides the Stompa almost.
Yeah.
All right, I hit back. Let's see how hard this thing hits, because you told me, Chad, that this thing is a close combat thing, Majiggy.
Yeah.
So melee weapons, we got a strike and a sweep. We got sustained hits. And then you can give it. Can we give it anything? We can give it Clank and Claws for add 2 to the strength, but we don't need to do that. But if you push it, they get +1 damage each. That we could probably use. No, because how many wounds are on each of these Terminators?
4 each.
4 each? Yeah, then we need to do it. I'm going to spend 1 CP for Clank and Claws. That's going to take my 3 damage attacks up to 4, meaning any wound will wipe 1 Terminator. So 1 CP for Clank and Claws. And then that way we'll do the sweep so we can get 18 attacks on these Terminators. 5, 15, 18. Hitting on 2s? No, hitting on 3s. Yeah. Hitting on 3s and then wounding on 2s. What's the, actually, wounding on 3s. What's the toughness of the Terminator?
7s.
7s versus my 10s. So 3s.
Yeah.
So 3s and 3s. Here we go. 6s are sustained. So we'll just turn one of these 2s into a 6 and pull out the rest. 3s. Come on, 3s. Let's kill some Terminators. Oh, no! Rolling really bad. So 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 total. Negative 2 armor piercing.
All right, so 4 is
4 up. Don't you have 4 up invuln
yeah,
anyway?
Yeah. 7, you said?
7 4-ups.
Ugh.
4 Terminators are dead. Not enough to wipe the unit.
No.
Oh, that's a character.
That's fine. Either one.
Okay, 4 of the 5 Terminators and
6
character are
Terminators.
dead.
Yeah,
so
4 to
that's the power of a chompa or a stompa. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'd like it if they wiped it, but I mean those are one of the strongest units, and we needed a stratagem to do that because there would have been even fewer dead guys than that. Okay.
All right, now the Telemann. You want to just pick that guy up?
Yeah.
All right, so you can move in to the Stompa.
Okay. All right. That's it.
Yeah.
How many things did you kill? Let's go to your points.
Yeah.
That was round trace.
Yep. Did I kill any characters?
Let's see. No on the Breaker Boys. No on this.
Oh, we
No
didn't
on
fight
this.
those.
Oh, you need to fight these.
Yeah, we didn't fight those. Go back. Go back.
If you could just tell me the number of attacks, I might just pick them up.
All right. So on him is on him it's gonna be
God damn it.
5, I believe. 5 attacks.
5.
Yeah. On the one with the
This thing?
yeah, with the spear.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll that one.
Okay.
Actually, I think we might just have to roll them.
All right, that's
Let's
fine.
just roll 'em.
And roll. All right, so 5 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so this first one is the mortal wounds on the charge. Here we go. On a 4, 5, or 6, they get D3. No. And then his 5 attacks, 2s, and we're gonna do sustained. Ooh, 3 sustained. 3. All right, now what's your tough?
5.
5, so 2s again.
You heard the new Jackass movie sucks? That sucks.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's
was
usually
looking forward
really
to
good.
it.
I heard that it was good. I heard it was funny.
All right,
If it
so
just makes me laugh a few times, I'm
1,
good.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 at -2.
I think that strips their armor. 7. How many damage on each?
6 D6 plus 1.
On each?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's how much damage those fucking things do. So 7 guys would receive that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're wiping the unit, and you take a character.
Okay. All right, so now we're going for the shooters.
Yeah. Is it the same thing with him?
No, he has more attacks.
More attacks, but the same amount of damage?
Gladius. So he has 8 attack. Well, he does 3 damage each,
Uh-huh. Well, yeah.
and he
see,
has
that's
8
not-
attacks.
That's not good because, you know, my guys, there's like 10 or 12 guys in that unit. So you're only going to kill 8.
Well, I have.
Only
I'm gonna
ever kill 8.
No, I'm gonna do sustain, so I could kill more.
No. Oh, yeah. A
Yeah.
little bit.
All right. So looking for 2s. Just one sustained, and that's
But one
one fail. Oh, actually, these guys get rerolls, so that's not a fail yet
Okay.
because they're at half. Yeah, so that's 8. Again, well, you're 5s?
Yeah.
So he is looking for 3s, but full rerolls. So there's 3 rerolls I need. 7 go through. Again, -2, 3 damage each.
I just picked up 7.
All right. Alrighty.
Damn, man. Those things are fucking crazy. Against vehicles and shit, they'll
Yeah.
pop them real easy. All right, so you
Push-
did kill one character there.
Yeah.
So let's go to the points.
Push him into the vehicle.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't get. There's a follow-up, but you only go towards an objective. That's if you kill something, and then there's one other thing that didn't fight. That thing gets to do the overrun. What are you doing there? You're doing.
Is that?
What are you doing?
I thought we
That's a
consolidate.
consolidate towards an objective, but
Alright.
there's not.
Well, then I can go back to this objective and touch it.
Yeah, I mean you can go to that
Yeah.
objective and touch it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so immovable object, control the center objective, 3 VP. For each objective you control, including your home base, it's 5 VP. So I got 1. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Bro, the game's over, man. The game is over. Unfortunately, so I'm gonna give you the maximum 15 points here. I'm gonna confirm 15 points. Go ahead and do some of your secondaries, but
Alright.
it's over. I
Assassination.
basically just there's a few stratagems that you know,
Cleanse.
go either way. You got assassination?
Yeah.
Okay. Confirm 5 more. Cleanse? Did you give a cleanse?
Yeah, but it's only 1.
1, 2
'Cause-
VP. Okay. What
Oh,
about defense
I can do 2.
stronghold?
I can do 2 cleanses.
2 cleanses?
Yeah. Confirm 5.
That one didn't do anything.
Defense stronghold. I got that.
one didn't do anything. Okay.
Uh,
Defense stronghold. You
Yep.
got that? You
And that-
control your home objective. No enemies are within.
Right. in my
So
deployment
that's
zone.
5 there. I
Yeah.
think that's not max yet. Wait. Let me confirm. That's max on secondaries as
Is
well.
it? Okay.
So you just got 30 points in one go. So the fucking score right now, Jay, is 19 to 60. Just stop it. It sucks, man. I didn't have
That's
any fun
Turn 3.
because I'd missed so many of my stratagems.
Well, your
that
rolls
could
were
help.
horrible.
Plus, my rolls were absolutely horrible. So we'll just have to play again, in the future. But actually, I mean, this could go either way if both of us know our armies inside and out.
Right.
If we're doing rerolls, because you had full rerolls, I have full rerolls.
Yeah.
But because I want to have a little bit of fun, I'm gonna play out my turn 3.
Yeah.
Just to see if we can blow these things up.
Yeah.
So obviously it's at the beginning of my turn, so that's when I declare the WAAAAGH. We'll just use the WAAAGH from before. Or you know what? I need to have some fun here. So WAAAAGH! Even though I'm gonna lose. And we will. So we would lose on points no matter what, but I'm just curious how killy some of this stuff is.
Yeah.
So Gaz is gonna charge into your Telemon.
Yep.
This guy's gonna fight.
Yep.
I'll just go ahead and ram you with these vehicles.
Yeah.
Well, first let's do the shooting. There's not a lot of shooting. I'll fall back with these looters 6 inches so that they come over here. Oh. Okay, yeah, no. And then we'll just base you with the Gretchen. I was thinking, Jay, that you know, once the Gretchen base you, but I think you went into an opening, so
Yeah,
I think
there
you're
was an
good.
opening there.
Yeah. So the Gretchen will do that. And then that's pretty much.
Do you have a stratagem that? Oh, you could fall back and shoot, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and use these Gretchen to move 6, and then we'll advance 1. We're gonna advance. We're gonna take a.
No fate. No, it is very easy to get into.
I can't fucking do.
Go to your
anything,
local
man.
hobby store, game store, and
I'll
ask
just
them about
stay
40K.
Okay. Let's just roll Gaz's charge so that we can get that out of the way. Anything but a double 1,
Yep,
we're
you're
good. But let's do the shooting first, because he can shoot because he's so big. He can shoot his weapons even though he's in combat. And the special rule on him, it's on his data sheet, it doesn't give him any negatives. So let's shoot. Hey, maybe as bad as this is, maybe it's not quite as bad as I think. If I get 1 CP, did you give me the ZPs? Our active battle. What are we on? 3? We're still on 3. So
Yeah.
+1 to me, +1 to you. And you're at 6 while I'm at 5. No, I think you used 1 CP,
Yeah, I
right?
did. Yep.
So you are on spent
5.
command. So you're on 5. I'm
Right.
on 5. All right. Where's my mouse? Okay. Go. Bro. I don't know. I guess I forgot to draw cards. Or no, I'm drawing cards right now.
Yeah.
But did I complete both of my cards for last time? I think I forgot to draw cards last.
No, you did.
On turn 2, I think I forgot to draw cards. I draw cards on turn 1. Yeah, I forgot to draw cards on turn 2.
Yeah.
Wait. Or did I forget to draw cards on turn 1? Alright, we know I lost. And then I think I forgot so many damn different things. Fuck. This sucks. I'm overwhelmed. Okay, shooting. We're doing the full rerolls shooting turn this time.
Yeah.
So that's 1 CP, and that's called Daka Daka. Alright, so this thing is firing all of its guns this time. We're going to go flamers into the 2 remaining terminators.
Yep.
We might as well put the big shooter and the twin big shooter against those as well. So 3 weapons into the terminators. We really need to blow up these guys. So we'll put our other weapons into that. The other weapons are Def Cannon. Which one reduces the damage? It's the one with the shield, right?
Right.
So we'll do super rockets into the one with the shield. And then Def Cannon into the one without the shield. And then the other big weapon, there's only 3 big weapons, is the Super Gadla. And the Super Gadla can go into What is the armor of your Telemon?
What do you mean?
Does
11.
I don't think he has
He's a-
an invuln save though, right?
Yeah, he does. They all have invuln to 4 up.
No, one of them has different invuln than the rest. Is it your tanks that have different invuln? Or does your entire army have a 4-up invuln?
The entire army has a 4 up.
Okay.
Or 5 up. These are 5 up. The tanks are 5 up.
I knew something
Yeah.
was different. Can you double check on your Telemons
Yeah.
though? We'll toot the super
4 up. Those are 4 up.
Super Gatler into him. 4 up?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we're going to start with the Super Gatler.
Okay.
20 dice. We are on the WAAAAGH, but I don't think it's going to do anything for shooting. Oh, no, it's sustained hits on the WAAAGH. That's right. So sustained hits on the WAAAGH. Super Gatla is firing at... See if I can get this on camera.
Yeah.
On that guy. So this one, Super Gatler into that. That is hitting on 4s and then wounding on my 7 versus your higher 5s. So it's 4s and 5s.
4s and 5s. Here we go.
Super Gatler with sustained hits. 2 sustained hits. I'm rolling really poorly, so I'm just going to pull these 2 over because they're for those 2 sustained. 4s and 5s. Not very good. We lost quite a bit on that, and this is going to suck because we need 5s on this one.
Yep.
Oh wait. Let's not do that. Let's not make the same mistake. So we have full rerolls. So we had 4. So these are the hits that went through.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So 9 went through. That means the other 11 need to be re-rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4s. We got 2 more there and that. These miss. Now we do wounds. These need 5s with no re-rolls. Yeah. Okay. These just need straight up 5s.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wounds at -1.
So 3s. I saved them.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I saved them. Bunch of 3s and 4s, but I saved them.
What? Oh, man, Jay. Wow, you're hot today. Using your stratagem phase. +1 to wound if you target a monster or vehicle. I should have used that stratagem instead, but I didn't use that stratagem. I used the re-rolls. Okay.
What's nice?
All right, the rest of the ones into that. The super rockets and the def cannon.
Okay.
So let's do the def cannon. That's 3d6 worth of shots. Oh, they want him dead. 16 shots. That's with the orcs. You
What?
roll crazy. 6.
What's the strength on that?
16 shots. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 14 strength.
All right, so I'm going to use my flawless construction.
What's
So
that
instead
do?
of 3s, you need 4s to hit to wound,
Why?
because it's if your strength is higher than my
My strength is 14.
yep.
Yours is
9.
9.
Tough, right?
So what do
So it adds 1 to the
Wound roll?
Wound roll.
you?
Yep.
Okay. So 3s go up to 4s. So it's 4s and 4s. But I've got full rerolls on the hit roll.
On the hit roll, right?
And this is blast, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, wait.
Thank God I've got full rerolls.
Can you shoot blast out of when you're in close combat?
Yes, only because this thing has that special rule where his weapons aren't affected. It's Titanic fire. I'll show you in a second.
No, that's cool.
Okay, so the 6s are sustained, remember, so we get 3 additional dice added to the pool. We'll add those over there. And then we re-roll. These made it, but these 1s and 2s and 3s have to be re-rolled. Whoops.
Oops.
Not good. Only 3 more added there. Okay. All right, so these are wounding on, instead of 3s, they're wounding on 4s.
Look that up, Lord Silvers. I'd appreciate that.
Yes, it does. Let me show you. Last time I checked. Stomping forward. Wait, what? Each time this model. No, wait. I know for. I looked this up ahead of time. Well, then what was I looking at? Oh, I think it's actually a 11th edition rule. Can you look up Lord Silver in the 11th edition rules? It might be a core rule now. That Titan units don't get the negative. Towering gets +1 when shooting at something with 12.
Within 12, yeah.
Okay, so I'm doing it wrong. Okay.
But nothing regarding shooting blast into combat.
Okay, so I should be getting +1 to my shooting.
Or no negatives and penalties, yeah. Yeah, but you
So-
still can't shoot blast into combat.
Okay, blast into combat. I'm not shooting blast into combat. I'm shooting blast from can you shoot blast out of combat into a unit?
Yes, because you're shooting while you still get the -1 while in combat. 'Cause you're
Okay,
shooting-
so that's what's negating the tower, and then I've got the mech. Okay, so we've been doing it right. It's just the blast we need to clarify.
yes, you
if
can
I
shoot
did- if
blast
I-
out to something, but not something in combat.
Okay, well then
Yeah.
obviously we wouldn't be shooting at this. We would be shooting at this guy.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay, so
Let's re-roll it
Continue-
because it's going to be 5s and 4s.
5s and 4s.
Yeah,
Because of the why? Why
the
5s and 4s?
-1 for shooting out.
But he has towering, so that's +1 shooting at something within 12. And then I've got my mech.
He says -1 for
-1 because you're in combat, +1 for towering. So that's negated. The minus, that's what I meant. That's what my brain was thinking. It wasn't a special ability, Lord Silver. It was -1 to shooting because you're engaged, but then +1 to shooting with the thing. And
Yeah.
then the total is +1 for mech. So we have been doing it right.
Okay,
So
we're
we
good.
already got our
Yeah, yeah.
4s. Now
Yep.
we need to roll our 4s.
4s. Yeah.
Okay. 4s. With nothing. 4s with nothing. Only 4 wounds.
I'll take
Bro, I think these dice are cursed. I don't think I'm using these
You're
dice
the one
no
that
more.
changed them.
I know, right? So these are at -3 armor piercing each.
So let me see.
Just your 4-up invuln. Because that would take you to a 5-up save.
Nothing.
3
1
made it through.
Yeah.
3 make it through. It's D6 damage per.
Ooh. Oh, he's still alive.
I'm CP rerolling.
I'm still alive.
I'm
you
CP
can't.
rerolling
You already
this.
used it. No, you already used
I
the.
could CP
you-
reroll.
No, you already used the stratagem on him, so you can't.
That's right. You can't stack stratagems.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not a 2. This is a 1. So 5 wounds.
Yeah, I have 1 left.
Well, hold on. That's not it. That was. There's one more. There's the super rockets. It's a single D6.
I'll take that.
2 rockets.
Mhm.
Hitting on 4s, and then 12s versus your still under +1.
Yeah. So 4s and 4s.
4s and 4s. And then re-rolls on the hit roll for that stratagem. Didn't matter. And now 4s. I was going to scream my head off.
What?
A -3 armor piercing. So you're 4-up invuln.
Oh, wait,
Jay!
wait, I'm gonna CP reroll that.
CP, don't do it, Jay. Please don't do this to me, man. Don't do it, Jay.
That's a
Oh my God, dude. Let me have a little bit of fun, Jay. Oh my God! The damage! It's D6 +2. So that means 3 damage.
You only need.
Yeah, I had to put all my goddamn stomper guns into one goddamn fucking thing. Telemon, when I should have been splitting between. Well, I did split. The flamers are on that guy.
Yeah.
So flamers on the fucking Terminators with
Yeah.
the big shooters and flamers. Scorcher is D6. Scorcher. Oh, hey, I get 1 good roll, but it's not gonna matter because I don't think flames hurt Terminators. So auto hits with Torrent.
Yeah.
It's 5 versus your toughness
7.
of higher,
Yeah.
so 5s to wound.
No, it didn't. I didn't blow up. All right, I'll take that.
What? What? I can't comprehend the successive misses in a row. Flames. I guess I shot the flames into the sky.
They're backwards. You shouldn't into the
Big shooter. 4s. And then 5s. No armor piercing, so just show me a 2.
a 2.
And then finally the twin big shooter. It's got no armor piercing, so I ain't gonna do shit. 1. Show me a 2.
And a 3. How about that?
All right. The shooting did nothing.
Yeah.
That's fine. Gazgul Thraka has a gun on his arm. He's shooting it at somebody. Let's see what kind of gun it is. Gazgul. He's got Mork's Roar. 12 dice +4. 16 dice. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 dice. And then what is the toughness
11.
of the Telemon? No, I'm not going to shoot at the Telemon. We're going to shoot at the Terminators. Oh, this isn't going to hurt anybody. Terminators.
Okay.
This is 5s and 5s. A single wound at no armor piercing. Show me a 2.
There's a 5.
Jay, do you want to play with a different faction besides
I
the
am.
Golden Boys?
I am.
Their armor is ridiculous. The Mega Knobs have guns.
We're on Eldar next weekend.
Custom shooters, no armor piercing, 6 shots each. If it don't have any armor piercing, it's almost not worth shooting it, you guys.
That's nice.
2 no armor piercing.
Gotcha.
Okay. So the shooting ain't gonna do shit. That's fine. Looters are shooting. Looters, there's only 3 looters left are shooting into this, and you can shoot into the combat because it's a Titanic, a big one against the Terminators. This also is not going to do anything, but I'm going to roll it, goddammit. 5 dice per looter, so that's 15 dice. Hitting on 5s. Oh, I just remembered, for all my shooting on Daka, it's sustained hits. In your shooting phase, Orc infantry have sustained, or it's infantry, so yeah, I've been missing just a tiny bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so extra 5, and then this is 5s. Oh no, strength 8 versus your what, lower?
7, yeah.
So 3s.
Those are 8s?
Yeah.
That's strength 8?
For the looters. Finally, one good unit against... looters are good against Adeptus Custodes. So 9 wounds at armor piercing 1.
Okay, so 3s. Two get through.
That's 2 damage each. So 4 damage on one guy.
Yep, kills one.
And then the leader of the looters is called a big mech with shock attack gun. D6 plus 1, 4 attacks, and hitting on 5s. Just 1. And then strength 9 versus your lower, so 3. Got it. -4 armor piercing.
Ugh.
Ooh, went through. D6 damage.
I'll take that. He's got
Wait.
3 left.
Can I CP reroll that? So if you use 1 CP on
Yeah, but
something
it's
else,
a different unit, so you could.
no, I don't. I
Right?
think you only get it once, right? Lord Silvers can use CP reroll a multiple times, so as long as it's on different units. Or do you only get to pick it once? I think you could do it multiple times on different units.
Yeah. Or is it just once in the phase?
So I have a chance to kill him if I can like roll a 5 or a 6. You can't use the same strat more than once per phase. Yeah, so that's the
Right.
change in 11th edition. So only 1 damage to your final guy over here. Is that a character or something?
Yeah. No, it's just the sergeant.
Just the sergeant.
Yeah.
So yeah, we weren't able to do that. The shooting did nothing. I'm not even gonna bother shooting the trucks and shit. Let's just go to charges and get this over with.
Yep.
So he's already engaged,
Yep.
but Gaz already rolled it.
Yep.
We're going in the Telemon.
Yep.
Okay, and then of course this is in the one spot that I can't get with the camera on my.
Yeah, turn it like that.
Got it.
There you go.
Okay, so Gaz into the Telemon. I guess both of these guys into the Telemon, and then we'll split attacks between the Telemon and the last Terminator with the. Well, we got to go 1 unit at a time. The ones that charged here, Gaz and his mobs.
Can I do my Overwatch on Gaz, please?
Your Overwatch?
Yeah.
Okay.
One
yeah,
CP?
one CP.
All right, so D3 hits. Ooh, 6 hits. I'll take that.
What is this? A special thing for
no,
Telemon?
it's the plasma project. It's like a flamethrower. But so it's D3 each.
D3 shots?
Yeah.
How many shots did
6.
you get? 6 shots. You need 6s?
Yeah. What's your tough?
Well, you need to hit first.
I already did. It's torrent.
Oh, it's
like
torrent.
a flame. It's
Okay.
like a flamer.
My toughness, I believe it's 6.
6. Okay, so I need 3s then.
Six.
Yeah, I need 3s. Ugh, that's horrible. 3 get through. -1, but 2 damage.
Negative
2 damage
1
each.
armor. Okay.
No, -2.
Negative 2 armor.
2 damage each.
4s to save.
Oh no, 1 damage each. Because this is not melee.
2 saves. 1 goes through.
Okay, so 1 damage.
That's just a single damage.
Yep.
Okay. Goes on a knob. Okay. So,
Oh, never mind. Take that off.
it's
give my-
only move phase
Move,
now?
move phase now. Okay. Thanks for.
Oh,
informing.
cool. 11th edition.
That makes it simpler.
Thank you, Big Papa Sweet. All right, let's start with Gaz's close combat attack. Obviously, we'll use the stronger one with a strike. We're in the WAAAAGH, so +1 attack, so 7 attacks. The strength is 15 versus your
11.
lower, so
Yeah.
2s and 3s on the WAAAAGH.
Cool.
And I will take a reroll, CP reroll for that one. 2s and 3s, so just 1 miss. And then now 3s. Just 1 miss. So 5 wounds at -3 armor piercing. You've got your 4 up.
Yeah. Ugh, that was horrible. 1 gets 4 get through.
Ooh, 4 damage each.
So
4 times 4.
12.
16.
12 because of the
16
he reduces the.
I don't think that guy reduces. That's the dude with the shield. I think you take 16.
Hold on. Each time an attack is allocated, subtract 1 from the damage characters.
Oh, for the Telemon?
Yeah, for the Telemon. For both Telemons, yeah. He just has it because of the shield.
So
Telemons
instead of
automatically have it.
16, it is
12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it still kills him.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. It's
What,
12.
how many wounds does this guy have?
12.
12.
He only has 12.
Roll a d6, see if he explodes.
Sure.
Let's go, Gaz! All right.
Let's see if
I think
he
you're-
gets his attacks back. What will happen? Let's see that.
Yeah, let's see it. Because I don't think the Telemon is good in close combat.
Actually, he's really good.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one is.
Oh, you have a close combat
Yeah.
version?
Yeah.
We
So-
could just pick up the Sergeant because the Stomper is going to kill
Yeah.
it.
So it'd be 10 attacks +1. Oh, +2 for each. All right. +2 +1. Yeah. Add 2 to the attack characters of those Telemans. Oh, so 14 attacks +1, so 15 attacks.
Why?
Okay, so devoted to destruction.
Yeah.
Okay, if this model is equipped with 2 Telemon,
You told me it only had 1. You told me I had 1 fist and 1 gun.
no, I said this one doesn't have the gun. That's what I said.
Oh,
this
right.
one has the 2 guns.
Yeah.
All right, so in addition to the armored feat, add 2 to the attacks characteristics of the Telemon fist weapons. So that's adding 4 more because he has 2 fists. And then he gets +1 because of his enhancement. of improve attacks, strength, and damage characteristics by 1. So that's 15 attacks.
Okay.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. These will be sustained because I don't need.
Remember, Jay, you can only select one weapon, not both. You can't use both fists. The Telemon should only have 7 attacks at most.
8 attacks.
The
how's
fist
that?
is
Fist
5
is-
plus 2.
No,
Oh, and another from the enhancement, so 8 attacks.
wait. What? If it has 2, okay, I see what you're saying. That's why it's giving you 2 extra ones because you don't have the full 5.
Oh.
Okay, so you got the 5,
And then from the second
Then
fist,
2.
2 more.
2 more, and then 1 from the enhancement. Okay, that makes sense.
8? 8?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That
All right,
seems a little better, more
This
fair.
this is looking for 2s and 2s. What's your tough on Gaz?
You ask me that every time. You got to remember. So do I. I think it's 6. Let's double check. 6.
6.
Remember,
okay,
because
yeah.
him and the
Ugh,
strongest
that's pretty-
Gretchen in the world
This
is
is-
toughness 6.
2s and 2s.
2s and 2s?
Yeah, and these are sustained.
Bro, what?
Ugh, of course I missed 2, but I get them back. All right, 2s.
So this is hypothetically if the Telemon would have lived, how does it do against Gaz? We're finding out right now. Jay's
4.
rolling a lot of 1.
Yeah, it would be 4
4.
and negative 2.
And negative 2. So that would go to 4 up saves. Oh, I'm pulling a J.
Yep.
Yeah, the Telemon ain't doing jack shit
No.
to Gaz. Get that fucking Telemon out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So, all in all,
So I'm just going to concede because the points are all jacked. Let me just see what I would have scored at the
Sure.
end of this one. But we're going to go ahead and call it there. Unstoppable for here. Let me put this on screen. For each objective you control, I control just my home. That's excluding your home. Control 1 or more objectives you did not control at the start. No. Control 1 or more objectives. 1 or more enemies were destroyed. All right, 3 points. Beacon. Your beacon unit is not on the battlefield. Your beacon is on the battlefield and not. Oh, forgot to pick a beacon. Probably would have been Gaz. So your beacon is on the battlefield
sure.
and not within your territory. So within my territory is only 3. Burden of trust. At the end of your opponent's turn or at the end of the 5th, for each objective guarded by your army, no.
0. Yep.
And outflank.
No.
What is that? Oh, opposite edges? No.
Yeah.
So I would have only got 6 VP from that. And we kind of fucked up on the card, so I don't even know. But so that would just be 25. 25 to 60 is what we're going to call it. And it's the start of turn 4 technically,
Yeah.
but we're going to go ahead and call it there. Okay, Jay, let's get these cameras out of the way. Okay, even though I rolled like shit, I don't think I've ever
You did,
rolled
yeah.
worse than that since we've been playing Warhammer. I gotta admit, I still had fun. I don't know how you still have fun when you don't roll like shit. But I think the thing that's like not fun is just forgetting all of your stratagems.
Yeah.
And so I think when 11th edition,
all your stratagems, all your abilities, all your detachment, all your
it's a lot.
force rule. Yeah. It's like,
You gotta study.
yeah.
It's a test.
Yeah, it is.
And you gotta
It is.
and you gotta go slow. And it's been 3 hours, and me and Jay like games at 3 hours or under.
Yeah.
And it's almost always 4 to 5 hours if me and Jay are slow down and play it.
Yeah.
Now you can subtract an hour for our filming because obviously
yeah.
we're just playing without cameras. It'll go a little faster, maybe 1 hour faster. But I still have fun, and Jay's still kicking my ass. But I think, you know, in that turn 2, where I was shooting at, I had one turn to shoot at you before you got into my lines and jailed me, because I was jailed the whole game.
Yeah.
And I forgot to use those re-rolls and the sustained hits, and that could have chipped off 1 or 2 more dreadnoughts, and it could have changed the tide of battle. And as you can see here, Jay, I only have half damage. No, but you got 2 full tanks. That guy can clean up, but Gaz is here. It's a little closer than it looked, but I still think Jay would have won.
And then this Teleman
and the
is
Teleman over
full
there,
up, yeah,
full up with hella shooting.
Yeah, anti-tank shooting,
yeah.
basically.
So it would have still been a loss, but and it's a, you know, bringing the Stompa, it's a Mimi list. It's not optimized. I could have brought 18 helicopters for the price of that, plus some more tank busters.
Yeah.
So it's just ridiculous. When you go to a tournament, that's what they're bringing. But here, I just wanted to see it on the battlefield, and it looks fucking cool on the battlefield. You got to admit that thing is sweet.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
Lord Silver saying that he takes around 4 hours, unless they use a clock.
If it helps, even my competitive games take around 4 hours unless we use a clock. It's a lot to remember and do. And I just wish that 11th edition cared a little bit more about combat patrol and smaller sized games that could go a little quicker.
This
but
was full
it just seems like
points.
Games Workshop only cares about 2,000 points. Yes, they're supporting the app for 3,000 points. Nobody plays that. And 1,000 points is a little wonky and sometimes unbalanced. They need to make a mode where it's official. And they dropped the ball on 11th edition for Combat Patrol.
Yeah.
And I think
hopefully it comes later.
Comes later.
You know,
maybe.
where they revise it type thing.
Or
you know.
12th edition. You got another chance there. Eventually they're going to have to do something.
Yeah.
But I would definitely play the Stompa list again, knowing some of the things that I did. Also, I wasn't used to, hey, your guys have to get out of the truck in order to use the characters for all their re-rolls, because that would change my tactics a bit. You know, it doesn't. Now the trucks don't really help them. It's more like armor for them not getting hit.
Right.
Because they have to move out. And you know what, Jay? I think I fucked up.
What's it?
Because if once they exited, that means they moved. And heavy means
they can't
they
shoot.
can't, or they'll shoot at one lower.
Lower.
Oh, no. The new rule in 11th is so as long as you only move 3 inches, you could still shoot without the penalty. It's only if they move a little further.
Whatever. That's fine.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and plus the Golden Boys are pretty tough to crack for the Orcs, so I'm pretty happy how they performed. I just needed to remember my stuff.
Yeah, I think he brought too much shooty though.
Yeah, Orcs are more shooty. I needed more boys.
Yeah.
More boys. But I like it, the DACA. I like that DACA, but definitely more boys.
Yeah.
But I think in this instance, Jay, no, because you're Golden Boys. So my boys would have came into you and you just would have smacked them. They can't really hit you as hard, I think.
No. I don't know. I think he had a lot of shooty that just wasn't effective. I don't know how much of that was the roll or just orc shooting. You know?
It was a lot of the rolling.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but yeah. All right, guys. Well, thankfully, we got it done, and I did end up having fun in the end. But in the future, we'll try to learn our armies a little bit more. I'm gonna do a little more studying every time, but hopefully you enjoyed that.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.
Bye.